court. So the small kraken swims away rapidly from the city of deep light, several gigantic squid chasing behind it. They had spotted her leaving. She'd be able to handle the squids, but with the element of surprise now gone, the impossible just became more difficult. Where we last left the Brands, you guys were stuck on the shore of the brand new crater that you had formed after exploding the Stormlord and destroying a good chunk of the country. Your airship, the Baroness, was badly wounded. The ship was wounded. Itself was badly wounded. It was broke almost to the point where it was fully destroyed, but it was salvaged thanks to your engineers, the gnome Quiptic and Muse, who were able to land her safely on the side of a mountain and begin repairs. There, you were attacked by a rock. Actually, you were attacked by the rock while you were falling out of the sky. And then you went and killed it. And then you went and killed the other one. And then you went and found an orc tribe that was thought you were really cool for killing the rocks. You got
We stole
them
its baby.
super high.
Yep.
Yes, you did steal the rock baby.
That's important.
You forgot about my baby.
People say
Yeah.
we do crazy stuff. Like,
Dude,
are you kidding me?
D&D does crazy stuff. So you got the orcs super high and mellowed them out and then brokered a good deal with them. Went into their cave of trials and passed the first level of trials. And then you got an emergency message from Muse letting you know that she needed your help immediately back at the ship. The orcs allowed you to leave the trial, giving you the promise that you could pick it up again later if you wished. And you set off back for your ship. And that's where we stopped playing. So that's where we'll start. You guys, Muse, you are currently on the shore talking to some fish, getting the information that I sent you in our Discord message.
Got it.
Did we
They
get
are
the strike that we made it past the first level?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are official Blood Axe tribe members now.
Okay.
So
And
we all
part
have
of
a
the deal
scar.
was that if you could even make it that far, that they would send 6 of their best warriors to aid you in whatever coming battle was coming. So you do have 6 super brutish orcs in tow with you.
And there was a death trial. Like they actually had like a battle royale amongst themselves to get to who got to come with us, right?
Yes, they
That's
definitely
so
fought
cool.
amongst themselves to see who got to go
So cool.
on the flying ship to go do whatever you're going to do. They don't know yet what you're about to do, but
We don't either.
No, you don't. And so as you guys approach with orcs in tow, your crew is obviously like, what the heck? Here come all these guys.
Are they like what the heck? We did just drop off a baby rock.
Probably not. They're probably not what the hecking. And you approach the shore, and at this point in time, Muse would come running up to you with news. And you would have gotten a long rest in between here as well. Because
Muse has news.
It's a day trip back.
Yep.
Muse has news.
Is Muse News like some like Blue's Clues ripoff?
No.
Yes.
No, it's a news show, but it's actually entertainment.
It's a news show, which means it actually is a ripoff.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have
In Blue's
some
Clues.
news for everyone. Not good, but also not okay. It's bad. It's a bit
Well,
bad.
I'm not entirely sure the last time I did hear good news, actually. Other than them not trying to murder us, I guess.
If you
That's
could put
cool.
another tattoo on me, I don't want those anymore.
No, this one's untattoo related actually, but okay. I'm just gonna go down the list that was given to me.
There's a list of bad news.
perfectly
Get
fine.
ready.
Here comes the bullet points of bad news.
Buckle up,
here come
everybody.
some bullet points. Does everyone remember Turson or those who were here?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay. Wait, what's the name for them? They're
Kraken.
Kraken. So Turson's my childhood friend. Her mom. I wasn't a big fan of her, but she died in a major battle. Turson. She says that if they can't, so there's a siege on my city, and they can hold out for 3 more weeks. She has a plan. She has a warlock. Does anyone know a Halcyone Listros? Fish have weird accents. I don't know who that is.
Did you want to say something? Adam?
No. This is a funny moment for them because we all just got in an argument about how to say this guy's name and spell it last Thursday, and
Yeah, we
I'm the guy
did.
who created the NPC, and I was wrong.
Not only were you
were
wrong,
wrong.
but you were wrong differently every week.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's mostly true.
So,
No, I
continue
think
news.
the last thing that we said about it was he didn't even know how to pronounce his own name now.
Yeah,
he's
even
just
Halcyon-
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Existential crisis. I don't know who I am anymore.
Just call me Hal.
That's
Hal.
a good step. We'll call him Hal. His actual
Oh,
name is
man.
Halcyon.
Calcium Jones.
Got some
Alcyone.
companions on the south shore of a main island in the North Wall Archipelago. Let's see. He has apparently a god killer weapon. I don't know what that means, but sounds like
Exactly
it
what
kills
it says.
gods.
That is
If I had to
exactly
guess.
what it sounds like.
Yeah. And we need to kill Dagon, says the fish. And Turson will meet us at the north of the island chain of Al Alahim.
Ooh,
And
Oh,
Dagon
really?
is believed to be layering in the sea crater just south of
Yep.
there. So that's all the fish told me. And then they said something about like food. No, it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
Food. That's great.
Did you feed them?
Well, yeah, I of
Okay.
course carry fish food with me everywhere.
Well, yeah, it's important to make sure that your pets are fed, as we are learning very
no, it's
quickly on the
grooming.
ship.
Oh,
So-
Oh, whoops!
speaking
I
of-
can move the ship. I didn't not
Speaking
mean
of
to move.
food,
It's fine.
If I try to talk to Zach, does he have any does he have any sort of like magical food something for this bird?
Oh, we have plenty of food for the bird. We harvested a dead rock for it.
No, I was hoping for like any magical food, so like it has to eat less of our food.
Right. We don't want to eat the dead rock. We're just going to feed the baby its dead mom.
The orcs in the back are like, we want to eat the dead rock.
In DM terms, it's do we have access to any beads of nourishment, or does he have any for sale?
He can definitely rustle up some beads of nourishment to supplement the rock's ferocious appetite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise,
then,
it's going to eat Jimmy.
How much will that cost me?
I'm not quite sure how much those suckers run per bead, but we'll figure out a price on that later.
And we got plenty of coin right now, so.
You totally asked me about that earlier in the month before I got involved in switching over my computer and losing a good chunk of my information and everything. But it will have a minor cost.
I have coin. I just rate it.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's probably going to be about 200 gold a month to supplement the rock's food source with beads of nourishment.
Okay, that'll save us on money later, so it's fine.
It will, because this thing's going to eat a ton of food.
El Buscador's only real question for Muse would be if there's any clarification on God Killer, because we met the Amethyst Dragon that mentioned something to us about a war among the gods that is coming, and I don't remember the full context on that, but there was a specific statement from the Amethyst Dragon to the tune of "Do not meddle in the war of gods" or something.
Right, are you talking about the one on the Time Island?
Yeah, maybe it was
Sapphire.
Amethyst Sapphire. My apologies. I knew it was a
Sapphire.
gem dragon.
It threw me off because I was like, when did they meet?
It was
that one?
blue, not purple.
Yeah. It was, yep.
But mentioned the god that was wrapped up, and how when it comes free, there will be a war among the gods.
That's different.
That was the question.
That's the Titan of Time.
Okay.
You were on an island that is the hub to the timeline for your sphere.
Yep.
And,
Okay.
And there is a Titan chained there that when you guys interfered with a few things got a little bit looser.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Sapphire Dragon told you not to mess with time.
Right. So in that same vein, I don't know if Wrinkle has the ability to send messages, but I would ask him if he can send a message to that dragon and be like, "We haven't broken anything else, have we?" because
You
we've
are
done
so
some
like
some bad
you're
stuff.
so Laura Bailey, just sending random messages to everybody.
Oh,
You as Tony, not you as
yes.
a player. It's like
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
message everyone.
I do. I like messaging people. We don't actually get to visit them often, so
As a DM, I will tell you that you were actually encouraged by the Sapphire Dragon to help end the Pentad problem.
oh, that's right. Yes.
Because they are hell bent on
Changing the
rewriting time
timeline.
itself.
That's the one. That was the clarification I was hoping to
Yeah.
get. Was what was our purpose?
Yeah, you don't need to send a message for that. You know that you should be helping stop this. And your first order of business was taking care of the Stormlord, who was part of the Pentad.
That's right. And so was the Many Face. What were the names?
The Many-Faced Lord is still out there.
Yeah.
He is still a problem. The Dragon cult is still a problem.
Some
Orcus
old hag
and-
lady.
Yep.
With
Well,
baby feet.
the old hag lady took the Stormlord's place.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there are still problems out there.
Yep.
They're still
Alright.
doing their monkey business.
Well, we'll have Lulu set course. We'll head towards wherever Muse is pointing us towards with the information that we have, and set sail. I guess not set sail. Get aloft. Are we flyable?
You are, thanks to Muse and Quiptic, you are now air capable.
Gotcha.
The rest of the repairs, however, they would both warn you, don't pick a fight.
Right. So we're mobile, but we are not a fighting vessel at the moment.
Correct.
You do not maintain air superiority over this airspace.
Okay.
Well, don't pick a fight in the air.
Maybe don't try to take down another rock with
Yeah.
half.
Or giant sky whale.
Your transmission has second gear, and that's it.
We had reverse, but we started the car and it went away.
What do we like? What is the actual issue that we're dealing with? Mechanically.
Most of the mechanical problems, except for speed, have been taken care of. So you have flight, you have maneuverability, your speed is slow, and your hull is still Swiss cheesed.
Yep. We were told 2 weeks to full repair. It's been about a week, so they focused heavily on getting airborne, and then we would worry about fixing the rest once we were airborne.
We got thrown through a bird emulsifier, and we did get our mast back from the top of a mountain.
We did do that. Yep. And our navigator, Jimmy, who was attached to the mast.
Jimmy, what a lovely guy.
Yeah, that poor fella. He's doing all right.
He is doing all right.
Don't
Yeah.
bring your grappling hook anywhere near him, and we're fine.
Was it the? Yeah.
He cowers at the sight of ropes and grappling hooks now, and then holds his leg like someone's gonna stab him with it.
That's his terror.
Especially if I'm anywhere near.
Yeah.
You know what though? Jimmy's alive. He would have been dead. He was going overboard.
I did volunteer to kill him if we had to.
Yeah.
So you guys, unless you want to do anything else on the shoreline, or if Muse has any other questions to get her up to speed onto what's going on, we will set sail.
I don't think I have anything.
We're gonna kill a god with fish weapons.
Yeah.
Yep. So summary of my bullet points on that, just to make sure, is that Muse gets a message from her kingdom. Her kingdom is under siege by the forces of the Pentad, the undersea forces that are led by the elder child god Dagon. They got 3 weeks before all things are completely collapse, but her childhood friend Turson has a plan. She has already sent her warlock and his allies to retrieve a weapon. You are to retrieve the weapon in the allies.
I mean, if you guys
meet
got 3
Turson.
weeks, I don't know what you're in such a hurry for. Seems like you got plenty of time, but whatever.
We're in the past compared to what you're thinking.
Correct. So,
I was
you
just
guys
suggesting
set
that you're
sail.
not a Granaback.
You guys set sail, and I need somebody to make a D20 roll for me.
Crystal, do it.
D20 luck roll. There it is.
I don't know who did that, but good job.
It was Doc.
That was real fast. That's above average. So you, Muse and Quiptic and the other workers are able to get the ship functional a little faster than expected. And instead of taking a week and a half to get there, it only takes you 6 days.
Very nice.
You pick up full speed somewhere over the Circle of Ancients and take off. Now I need another one.
Kit. No, not Kit. Cole.
Cole do this one, yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
Yeah,
Oh,
welcome
so
back.
Very nice. So, a few days after that, the rest of the repairs are completed, and you guys are
Get it.
cruising through the sea of broken glass, which is basically a giant sea of moving sheets of ice and icebergs. They don't ever seem to freeze solid. Something keeps them breaking up all the time, and they're constantly smashing into each other. And Muse, while she's on deck, spots a white dragon flying above the sea of glass, and very intelligently, thanks to a nat 20 of a roll, steers the ship in another direction. Away from that, just having gotten her baby back together, she decides that it would not be a good idea to mess with the dragon.
probably bad. Yeah.
Right. Not
Yep.
a good idea, but maybe not a
Could
bad
use
idea.
dragon scales to reinforce the hull, but
And white dragons will help us in the cold.
So you guys begin to approach the area that Turson told you to head for, and you begin to cruise down the shore of the large island in the North Wall Archipelago. And I need perception checks.
We're really good at those.
We'll say that.
Oh, I'm really good at that. Oh, what is that? Get out of here with that 2. Ugh. I'm a cat. Do I
It's
have
funny because
percep-
you still got a 15.
I know. It's one of my really
Poor
good
Muse.
skills, but dang.
Doc, roll a d10 and add it to that for me, would you?
Disgusting cretin.
Oh man, I knew that was gonna get
31
mine.
for a total. So, Brute, you see something off in the distance and you point it out, and Doc grabs a spyglass and begins watching to see what's going on. Doc, you don't quite know what to make sense of what you see. There are 2 giants hovering in the sky above fishing boats, or large boats, fishing boats for them. It appears they're dragging some sort of tentacled creature, and there is a battle going on the deck of on the other boat. There are 2 boats, several frost giants. They are battling something. It looks like they are towing a tentacled creature, and 2 of the frost giants are flying in the air.
which person's towing the creature?
The boats are towing the creature.
And we don't see anyone on those boats.
You see frost giants on them. They look like normal-sized boats, but the frost giants are using them like small fishing boats.
Gotcha.
Just a small point of order. They'd probably only be able to see through the eye of the storm.
Oh, that's
A 5-mile wide, absolute.
No, don't you mean they would
Horror
not be able
storm?
to see through the eye
No,
of the
because
storm?
I kind of pictured us putting the eye of the storm where we were, so that we weren't getting destroyed by it.
That's what I'm saying. They
However-
wouldn't be able to see inside of it then, because the storm would be
Okay.
outside of that. That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying we would
in
be
the
fighting
safe
in the
zone,
eye
we'd
of the
be
storm.
right in the center.
Yeah. But if they're in a flying ship,
Everything
they're
else would
above it.
be clouding their vision from outside of it. So
They're
they won't
above
be
it.
able to see that.
okay.
Are they? That
Yeah,
high?
they're in a flying ship. We're in a flying ship. We're high up.
All right, if they're
So,
higher
all
than
right.
the storm, okay.
Oh,
I'm not
so
gonna
I
argue
don't,
with that.
I don't, I don't
totally
believe
forgot
that.
there is a hurricane over.
Yeah.
over this
Maelstrom.
fight.
I believe
Yeah,
Maelstrom,
Maelstrom was
was the acquired
the-
word.
Yeah.
So through the
Yeah.
eye of this maelstrom, as you avoid it and you get above it, because it is low hanging,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yep.
is very unusual. So you get above it and you look down through the eye, and that's when you see this
Yep.
scene.
A localized
below.
storm.
Violent storm.
What would you guys like to do? They're a good ways off yet. You probably got about 5 minutes to approach.
Yeah. I would ask Muse if that looks familiar to what we were told to look for. Because at the moment, I don't think El Buscador or any of the rest of us have any idea what specifically we are searching for. But that seems out of the ordinary, and it's in the area we're headed towards. Is that it? Are we after frost giants? Are we after
Well,
storm
Let's
giants?
DM. I don't really know much about frost giants and how they fit into anything.
No.
Okay.
You would know about sea giants, but
Sure.
that's
Well,
about as far as your giant
Adam's
knowledge
gonna
would
say
go.
something.
They don't fit into that boat, that's for sure.
I think was it the last like giant we encountered
Quality.
besides the big one was we just made him take his pants off and then we left.
Yep.
That's true. You
Yeah.
actually would know, as Muse would know by this point, quite a bit about giants because your group has had a lot of interaction
Okay.
with them. You would know that frost giants are notoriously probably lawful evil. They're
Okay.
very might makes right creatures. They might not be like murderous, rampaging evil, but they're very raider-esque.
So many comments right now.
Yeah.
Does
Are we the baddies?
do these
When you live long
Uh,
enough to see yourself become the bad guy.
this tentacled creature, does it look like something from the sea, like a natural, or does it look like an unnatural eldery?
It looks very unnatural to you.
Okay.
It does not look like a sea creature, although it definitely has some aquatic feel to it. It's got a big shell on its back,
Yeah.
but you've never seen anything like this natural. You have seen aberrations like this in the depths.
Okay.
It
that-
does also fire lasers.
It does have laser cannons on its arms. The nearest point of context any of you would have for this creature were the floating-headed mind flayers you were attacked by in the old ruins where you
Yeah.
went back to your kingdom the first time. Except it's huge compared to that.
Okay. Well, I'd relay that information to the group and that connection.
Well, maybe that's what
I
we're
think
looking
the
for. It
giants
looks.
might be bad.
Yeah, and that thing kind of looks like Turson. Let's go help it.
No, other direction.
No.
It kind of looks like an aberration, like a mind flare-y
I mean,
bad tentacle.
bad tentacles,
Bad tentacles.
not good tentacles. Gotcha. Because I mean, for all intents and purposes, most people when meeting Turson would also think bad tentacles. Just tossing that out
And
there.
yeah, well, you don't have the sea knowledge that I do.
Right, and I don't know anything about that creature, but it might be friendly. We don't know. If the frost giants hate it, it could be an ally.
No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Well,
But it could be friendly, but probably not.
Well,
one way to find out. Let's crash the ship into
Some
it.
might even say it's a sea of possibilities.
We should probably wait for that storm to die, though.
yeah. Well,
I don't know
it
that this
seems
ship is
though
going to handle that
we
well.
might have a rough time running into a bunch of giants and a giant squid thing and in the middle of a fight they're having.
Yeah, we can wait that out.
If it's halfway
We're up here.
thing.
Frost giants can't fly, right?
Well, there are two flying around.
It's a third level spell.
Oh, they can
There
fly.
are two flying around.
Do they
Oh.
look like they want to be?
At this distance, you're not quite sure. They're in the air. There's
Okay.
definitely some movement going on. You don't know
Alright.
what's actually happening.
Yeah,
Does
let's
anyone really want to not fly? I
let's wait out the storm and see what
mean,
happens,
it'd be fun.
and approach after a winner has been decided. Captain
Wait,
Lulu?
how about, like, the
How
winners?
about we put a cap on the amount of time that we wait around?
A day. I mean, this is where we're supposed to be. Unless you want to just cruise up and down the coast, we can probably see the storm from a ways off.
Shouldn't we stick to the edge and try to stay out of view until we get a clear picture of the intentions of both groups?
If we're fully repaired, you should be able to activate the cloaking device.
Oh, we have a cloaking.
It makes
Oh,
us
of
look
course
like a
we have
cloud.
cloaking device that I know about.
You do
Yeah.
have a cloaking device.
We don't go invisible. It basically casts fog cloud at the bottom of the ship, so we look like a cloud from below.
We also have an anchor that makes us stay in place forever, base pretty much.
Yep.
Yep.
We have
That's all very good.
an astral
okay,
anchor.
Cloaking device. I'll just flip the switch.
Cloaking
Yeah,
device
the,
switch.
the boat just
Okay,
starts
so Muse
farting out a
fires up the
cloud.
cloaking device, and you guys continue forward, getting closer to this battle, trying to surmise what's going on. You watch as it looks like a pack of dwarves is just slashing their way through frost giants and attempting to disable their boats. There are large chains and harpoons attaching the boat to the tentacled creature that they're dragging, and they are almost ashore as well. So you're approaching the edge of the island as you cruise down through the eye of the maelstrom. And while you're doing that, you watch as tentacles pop up out of the water and begin shooting lasers at the frost giants flying in the sky, and at other things. It looks like the battle is between the giants and the dwarves, and the dwarves seem to be allied with the creature. There is also a human among them that is casting spells at the frost giants, and off to the rear of the fight, you see a rapidly approaching crawfish man.
Yep, this is all checking out for us. This is pretty normal. Should we take out the ones that are in the sky since we're here, and then we can deal with the ground later?
Yeah, let's get close enough. So,
We seem pretty suited for the ones up here.
we
and
probably
then-
got to get a bunch closer to do that. I mean, we're probably still a ways off, but we can head in that direction
What-
to do that. Yeah. I just picture us all at the front of our ship, like Titanic, just staring at this like a bunch of crazy people.
Like half the boat is here watching this now.
Yeah. Who's piloting? Lulu. Lulu's also
So
standing there.
the only people who are not on the bow of the boat watching this absurd battle are the people who can't leave their post or the boat will crash.
And they're probably ticked off about it too.
They're all a little mad. They're all trying to look out the ports and windows. There's like certain guys running back and forth from machinery to the windows. And
Well, I'm all for just running up to beat the crap out of these giants in the sky.
Sure. I mean, we could probably
make
just
perception
run
checks
through.
for me as you guys make that decision.
Freaking Lakitu.
Yeah.
Oh, those are all pretty darn good.
Oh my god. Listen,
Oh, those are all real good. Oh, poor Muse.
Oh, sorry, Muse.
I only get a plus
You had
one.
one good roll, and that's all you get.
You're really good at other stuff.
So everybody hears it. You hear a horn blowing from what is slowly being revealed as the shoreline, as the eye of this hurricane moves closer to the land, as the boats, it seems to be centered on the boats, is what's going on here. And you see through the edge of the wind and the rain and the sleet, it looks like there is a fortress there. And on the shoreline of that fortress are several more frost giants. One of them is blowing a giant horn.
Hey,
Let's-
don't we have like some sort of thing where we can drop bombs on things?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have the Bombay doors.
Lakitu?
Yeah,
like
Should
that.
should we just go like bomb those things on the ground since there's a lot more of those?
Yeah, why not? Scarred Earth initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, I
All
don't
right.
know. I don't know
I
how
wanted to
many
ask-
more explosives
Right,
Bakker has,
right
but
before we do
You
that.
do not have a lot more bombs left.
I didn't think so. I know Lulu has some things of soul fluid, but not many.
Yep. Let
Isn't
me
that-
look at Fakir's
Don't use
character
that for
sheet.
power.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, you do use soul
We
fluid for
should
power.
Just drop that, probably.
What? I mean,
Oh,
we
You
we-
haven't. There's
We've
there's
already
enough
got-
currently in the system to fuel it for like 5 years.
Yeah, we got
You-
plenty.
Oh, okay. Got
It's
it.
just
It's
whether or
not
not we
easy
want to
to
spend
get.
it on blow-ups.
we've dropped like 30 of them, and they're 10,000 gold each.
Yeah.
So, it's
So-
fine.
What? It's fine.
Andy has no more in his character sheet, which
Okay.
means they're gone.
Yep. And then Lulu, you
So
only
your
had a
spare-
couple, correct?
For what you guys each have are all
Yeah.
gone.
It doesn't have any. Brute has them.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Brute. I keep forgetting who you are.
Brute, how many
I
more do you have?
wanted to ask about, like, are the dwarves or the giants wearing any insignias or markings that would be identifiable?
No. The dwarves are all similarly dressed. Two of them are in almost the exact same style of armor. Just a little bit different, probably accustomed to their fighting style. What you do notice now that you're close is that one of them is a whirling blade of glaives. This little dwarf is dual wielding 2 full-sized glaives. Another one seems to be more like focused on smashing things with a giant spectral hammer. But the one that catches you off guard the most is the one in robes, who has 2 giant frosty fists hovering out in front of him, and one of those fists is wielding a flaming 15-foot-long harpoon. And he is stabbing things with it like he's swinging around a butter knife. So you see him move, and the hands seem to mimic his movements.
Are any of them looking particularly injured?
They're a little beat up, but they're not super injured.
I'm not trying to kill people, Tony. Well, I'm thinking like, being the doctor, is there anybody that seems like they're gonna need help right away?
The one with the hammer looks to be the most beat up out of the group.
Brute, do you want to drop one of your things of soul flute on the frost giants?
I can.
Let's do it.
That's what we want to do.
Let's drop
I'd like
one and
to.
see how it goes.
Just drop one on the guy blowing the horn so we can shut him up.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys swing the boat over towards the shoreline, and you now cruise over that. Just as you do that, you watch as the giants. There are several of them arming giant ballistas, and you see them fire out on the dwarves. You look back at the firing of the ballistas, and you watch as the other two dwarves or frost giants have now been dropped through the hull of the boat they were hovering over, smashing it to bits. The other two that were on the boat that is not smashed to bits have been slain or laying on the deck. The dwarves have all reassembled just as this rain of ballistas comes down around their boats. And that will lead us to me giving you this map.
That'll definitely be the thing we're dropping the bomb on. Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Yep, from an aerial view, you can see their fortress is pretty decked out. There are... Oh, he'll be right back. He's having that problem that I used to have.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's
Don't know
weird.
why. It's so weird. So let me...
It's gotta be a packeting issue or something.
I could never figure out how to stop it.
It always seems to happen whenever I'm doing video.
You could always also try to refresh Discord.
I have tried that when it was doing it to me. It didn't help.
Just seems to do it every hour or two.
All right, so I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Why don't everybody roll initiative, and I will be right back.
Is that us included?
No, I don't think so.
Hey,
He said yes.
He said yes.
you know what I also realized?
He said yes.
I was looking around. I never did take a second.
Hey.
Well, fix that.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
There we
I didn't
go.
get an ability score improvement or a feat. I just skipped.
I'll also be right back.
I forgot I was level 9 when I got this character.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say I forgot to as well, so I fixed that. I now have what do I all have? I have alert.
Hey,
I have
Do I go crazy with it and grab mounted combatant so maybe I can ride the rock around?
I mean, I don't really see a downside to that. However, that could probably go bad.
Or really good.
It could.
Kit, what did we decide to name our rock?
Rocky.
I think we did go with Rocky.
Okay.
I really do. Yeah.
Pretty sure it was Rocky.
There were a lot of Rocky Balboa jokes going on, so.
Yeah, if I remember right. I need to make sure that this is all... Gosh dang it, another 2! So tired of 2s.
Orange is apparently not your color.
I know, I need to change it. It's the color I used to be before I went bald. And that's, I think, the problem. I need to go back
All
to
right,
the gray.
I'm back. I am back. I got to roll for Wrinkle. Actually, I will probably remove him from this combat.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say,
like
his
the
existence is because Muse kind of
Muse disappeared. Yeah. That's... His existence as an NPC, anyways. You were
Right.
always going to have Wrinkle around. So I'll take him out of here. He's got a tiny pile of hit points, anyways. All right, so Cole is mid. I will catch the granite backs up. You guys look at the firing of the ballistas and the blowing of this horn, and you see a very strange low-hanging cloud over the shoreline.
I
that
mean, do
seems
we
to
though?
have a-
It's us.
No, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Jeffrey and Mav probably see it, but not Thanak and Othik.
I mean, maybe Mav sees it. He's only got like a plus like 3 or something.
Right, but he
I would like to
always
see
rolls
if I
so
actually do
well.
see it, because I normally don't see anything ever.
You should roll a perception check just for. because
That's
you
great, because I will be able to share with everyone how bad this actually is.
2. Give us that 2.
If I get higher than a 5, I'll be surprised.
Mystic sees absolutely nothing, and then Hal
Or the usual.
slaps him on the shoulder and points up at that cloud. And he's like, "That's unusual."
So good.
Wow, that is not a cumulus. That everything else is, but that one.
Everything else is a hurricane cloud.
Well, the whole fact that there's a hurricane in the North Sea is really kind of like.
There's a hurricane, and we're the only cloud. Like, there's just one cloud showed up.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
Yeah.
Just zooming around.
Yeah.
there should not be a cloud in here.
All this strange atmospheric phenomenon lately in this one area.
Centered entirely on this one point.
On that one ship that seems to have a mind of its own.
Right, so as soon as Cole gets back, we'll get to
Jeez.
cranking here.
Yeah.
Oh, Cole's back.
It is me.
Cole is in fact among
Cole, I
us.
missed you.
I did not set my grid.
Cole is sus.
How could you?
Those are, in fact, ballista.
Yes.
Ballistae.
Ballistae.
What? Don't do that.
Big.
Dang, this fortress is
Cole.
rather well.
Yeah.
Guess what I did for you?
I don't know.
I bought a silent keyboard and mouse.
Wow.
You will no longer like. I have been ferociously typing and clicking this whole game. And
I
you won't hear that.
haven't really
Like-
noticed it.
Thing.
I am clicking nonstop right next to my Yeti right now.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's super impressive. I love it. I was actually shocked when it came in at how quiet it really was.
Could have just stuffed cotton underneath your keys.
Every single key.
Every single key.
I don't think that works with
Sounds
cherry.
awful.
No, it would feel so gross to use that.
Yeah, it would.
I use cherry browns because they're quiet, but I still get to feel like I'm doing something.
All right. So that's the way the map looks at the moment. Actually, I'm going to resize all this. It's too small.
Oh.
We
It
won't.
would be that small in reality, but it's just for
Too fun.
functionality. It's going to be too small.
It's because of how big your frost giants are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn grid off. Slap grid back on.
I don't want to go to work today.
So don't.
I have to. I'm the manager. I have to be responsible.
You don't have to do anything.
You're right, but I like having money.
There's
yeah,
there's
that's
the
fair.
the
There's
rub.
reason.
Okay, so
I wish I could zoom out further on this map.
Yeah, it is a bizarre aspect ratio, but
It'll be okay.
what do you mean?
it's a tall
I guess I'll
map
have to-
instead of a wide map, and most of us have wide-angled screens.
It's square.
Guys, we have a dwarf on our boat. We
Give or
can get
take,
him
yeah.
off. Albuskador's in the water, just chilling.
Hey, that's what I do, man.
Oh, sorry, I put.
Oh.
It's where I spend my time.
He just
Is-
jumped off. He was like, "Let's go."
I don't think that's not our ship.
Nope, it is now.
Oh, I don't. Okay. I think that's one of the
No,
ships that
don't do that.
has.
Don't.
That's our ship.
His name is Jarl Bork.
Yarl
Ah.
Bork.
Jarl Bork.
There.
Yay, boat.
So that's your ship coming in.
I want to be
Man.
on my boat.
Coming in hot.
And hot.
Open the bomb gate doors.
And this
Ready
is what the granite backs are on.
for drop.
Pilot to bombardier.
Pilot bombardier. Pilot bombardier.
Your boat's
Bombs
not as
away.
cool.
No, it's not.
I don't think any of us are actually on a boat.
I want to know who's got that.
Yeah.
Jeffrey would be.
Flying around.
You all climbed back onto the other boat.
Did
Yeah.
we?
But I don't know that we need to.
Yeah, because the other one is not piloted.
Also, it was pretty trash, so I'm not
The other
sure
one
that we would
sank.
even want to hang around on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
one
one
sank,
sank, and the
the
other
other
one,
Is
Fazriel shot the chains off of.
There was quite a bit of debate that this was a ghetto boat anyway and not worthy of us.
no.
Okay.
There
It's
was
going to be a
debate on
tavern.
on how we were gonna make this a tavern, and then we got harpoon shot.
Yes, that was the only good idea that came out of the boat.
Yeah, we're gonna take it home and we're gonna turn it into a tavern. There's no downside here.
I'm instantly on board.
Yeah.
Right? Literally.
You guys are
You
back
have my
today.
undivided attention.
Shush. The Baroness swoops into position to rain death upon the frost giants.
Yes.
And we've rolled initiative. Muse, you're up first. If you would like, you could shoot one of your ship's ballista. It is a +8 to hit, and it does 4d8 damage. Or you could use one of your attacks.
With Conjure Barrage, does that require a... Like, I'm not also making an attack and then it goes on top, right?
I am completely
I think that's how it works. You make an attack. It
Yep.
will do the AoE no matter what, but you can also hit your own arrow.
Yes.
Okay, a creature takes 3d8 on a failed save.
I would allow that spell to be cast in conjunction with you shooting your viola.
Okay, cool.
What about shooting a ballista?
Yeah, well,
Or
first,
ballista, whichever one.
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast... Who...
I get really excited
Wait,
when chaos
what's-
happens.
Yeah.
What's everyone's
No.
class? Can I get that real quick?
I am a rogue.
Rogue.
I am a monk.
Barbarian.
And then we don't know what the
Okay.
dwarves are.
I mean, I'm just a humble doctor.
Vaker's a ranger.
Vaker will be manning a ballista in this fight.
I figured.
Okay.
That's where he belongs.
In that case,
20s anyway.
in that case, I think I'm going to haste El Buscador.
Oh, I'm in.
Nice.
I was like,
Oh my god, she's so fast.
It's like I move. My base is 60.
Mine is not, but
Yeah.
I can still boogie.
And I can bonus action do. Wait, I have a steel defender. Can I
Yep.
do something with that?
Absolutely. Let me
Yeet it
throw him
off
in
the
the
ship.
combat tracker.
Also, El Buscador is my brother from another dimension.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you guys also, where's it didn't go into the combat. There it is. It is not an enemy. It is an ally. You guys know that Muse has this transforming like sea creature, mechanical sea creature to land creature
Mm-hmm.
creation that she's built, and yeah, so you have your steel defender as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna let that be your turn. So you got initiative 26.
I'm not entirely sure how actions require bonus action, deflect attack. Okay, so I can use my bonus action to make it do things. Got
Yes.
it. However, it looks like I can move it without needing to spend a bonus action. That's good to know.
I believe that's accurate.
Yeah, I think it moves after your turn. I think,
Okay.
but it doesn't cost anything other than its own movement.
Yeah. Let's see. I will have it. Where's our ship? Our ship is right over.
You're right at the south edge of the map. You are just headed in towards over the thing.
Okay. It doesn't have a ranged attack, does it? No, it's only melee.
It does not.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just keep it next to me, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And then my bonus action. I know I can do something with a bonus action. Is there any input
I don't
on
remember
that? There's
off the
gotta
top of my
be
head
something.
what artificers get to do with their bonus actions.
Oh, you're an artificer.
Battlesmith. I'll let you hunt around. I'll let you catch up with that if you think of something or you find it. So
Yeah.
Othig Granite back. You see this ship come out of this cloud, and it looks like it's preparing to attack the frost giants on the shore who are shooting ballista at you. The frost giants are woefully unprepared for this ship.
Well, I'd probably smile and say, let's go help those lads. How far is it from where we are to the shore and subsequently?
You are about 40 feet from the shore at this point as the boat has continued to move forward just a little bit. You've stopped it now, but you're still 40 feet off the actual shore.
Okay, so 40 feet from shore. Oh my gosh, I can't. That's
Give or take.
excellent.
Yeah, you guys would be right there.
How high is the fortification?
The walls are 80 feet tall.
Okay. Where are they concentrating their attack?
They look to be firing straight at you at the moment.
Huh? No. The other group. That looks like
you
they're attacking
don't
the
know
giant.
yet.
Okay.
Their boat is just swooping down, and you see men arming their ballistas, and they are definitely aiming at the giants.
Okay.
Is this the Sherlock Holmes music?
No. What is this from? This is from. It's called Battle on the High Seas. It's from Black Flag, Assassin's Creed.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I just went on Spotify and looked up pirate battle music.
All right, hang on.
Which is funny. I'm the only one that actually can't hear it.
Well, it sounds great.
Thanks. I haven't figured
Mike,
out.
I don't remember what we said for height for the boots, but like, where would I have to be to get up there? Like, can I get up there on this turn?
For springing and leaping,
Yeah.
you can jump 120 feet, so I'm going to say yes, you could get up there this turn.
Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So you watch as this dwarf goes booking it, and he gets to about here on the map, and then just leaps. And you watch this little dwarf with these two glaives leaning back, and he just lands like right in front of this frost giant.
I'll also do this as part of Charger.
Okay.
I was just
Go ahead.
imagining like the very like anime style. You just see, then just a cloud of dust. He's gone. Like
Basically.
So go ahead and make your attacks, and then El Buscador, you're on deck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that's going to be. All right, so -5 +5 +10 to damage though. So one attack. Does 25 hit?
Yes, definitely.
plus 21. I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That
Just
does
insane.
not look like it imported correctly.
The damage didn't. Everything else did, but the damage didn't.
Oh,
That's weird.
that's unfortunate.
It's
Hang
because
on.
for some reason the custom damage stuff didn't port over.
Oh, bummer. Okay, just the dice didn't though.
Yeah, like the
On this one
like
weapon.
the modifiers, because that's a custom weapon.
Yeah, weird.
That's why.
Was it 2d10 on this thing? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. Okay.
Just make a quick attack, buddy.
Yeah. Working on it.
We'll get back to it. This
Yeah. Then I'll use the rest of my movement to basically go right about there.
sounds good.
And that is all I will do. I will hit the
El Buscador.
Oh, there's no button.
From up here, I can't do a whole lot, so I'm just going to man a ballista for the moment. And once we get closer, I'll jump off the ship and ask Wrinkle or someone to cast Featherfall, so we can go get into melee combat if needs be. But for now,
Featherfall's a reaction, so he could do that for everybody right now.
Right, but we're not over them, and I don't want to have to run to them. I was going to wait until we were over them to
Got-
jump.
Gotcha.
For now, I'll just fire a ballista, and then once we
Okay.
get over them, I'll jump.
You are hasted, so you may make 2 attacks at, I believe it's +9.
Double ballista.
+9. Do that. 23 and a 18.
Which one are you shooting?
The bottom one on the map. So
Okay, yeah, that'll hit him both times.
both times. Damage
48.
plus any pluses or no?
No, I'm sorry, it is. It's +6.
So
Of course, it's got some
attacks,
pluses.
48 each plus 6.
Yes.
That's the wrong things. You want to just double that? I did D4s instead of D8.
I will add, yeah, minus the 12. 66 minus 12 is 54 points of damage to that guy. Sounds good. Giant 4. All right. And let's see. So that brings up. The button should be active now. So, but Brute, you're up.
Yeah, I guess because we're so far away still, I'll just man a ballista for now.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make an attack.
So that'd be an 18.
That will hit.
All right. You said 4, 8, plus 6 is 21.
Okay. And that is against number 4 as well, or are you shooting somebody else?
No.
Okay. 21. So that one looks badly hurt. They were not in that. Now they're all looking up at the sky. They were not expecting to start getting shot out of the sky.
Flipping him the bird.
And next we have Frost Giant 1, who is going to fire his ballista. It is already aimed out at the Granite Back, so it is going to make an attack at Thanok Granite Back. And that is going to go wide. Doc, you're up.
How far is Frost Giant 4 from us, and how high up are we?
You are only about 80 feet in the sky. And so he's... Oops, I just grabbed the boat. Didn't mean to. He's about 90 feet from you. Probably less than that.
All right. So theoretically, I could get to him this turn. 'Cause he's 80 feet widthwise from us.
Yeah, a direct line to him is 80 feet.
Okay. So I would like to take a dash action,
Okay.
and I want to hop off and run over to Frost Giant 4.
Okay.
So I'll still have my bonus action wherever my token went.
Did you put it under him? Where did your token? You got to be under the boat.
Under the boat. I found it. I just want to get up to him.
Can we boat
then
strafing?
at 80, I mean, I'd have to use my reaction, but that'd be whatever that damage would be, minus 50.
What damage?
For falling damage? For
Oh.
jumping off?
I thought you did your Monk Folly thing, so I wasn't.
I did it, but the Monk Folly thing is whatever the damage you would take, you subtract 5 times your Monk level.
Oh, well, you will take 1 point of damage then.
Lovely. I'll take 1 point of damage, and then I will use a key point and bonus action to activate the Noxious Aura.
Okay.
So whenever Frost Giant 4 starts its turn, it has to make a DC 14 con save or be poisoned, and any ranged attacks against me have disadvantage.
Awesome. All right. So that's Frost Giant 2's turn, and he's going to shoot out at the ship and then at Thanok, and then he is going to, after that, use the rest of his turn to retarget the ballista. 19 does not hit Thanok. You watch this giant ballista bolt like glance off of his armor. Thanok, you just got tagged by a ballista bolt, but you don't care.
Nope. Took it like right in the chest and it just ricochets off.
Freaking awesome, dude.
Yep. Like I saw it coming, didn't even move. I was like, yeah. Is this oh, it is my turn. It is my turn. So I am going to so I'm on the ship, right? And how fast is it moving?
It's kind of come to a standstill because nobody's rowing it. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if it still had any inertia or not left.
No, the inertia got you to within 40 feet of shore.
Perfect. Okay.
I mean, may as well just consider a driftwood at this point, or a good establishment for a bar.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can get about there. Let's see. Which one are any of them hurt? I can't see their.
The number 4 is hurt, but that's the only one that's been hit so far. Oh no, number 3 got hit too, and Ryan both jumped up there.
We'll go after number 4 then. Okay. No, I can't get that one. It's too far away. You know what? Can I tell the Yarl? Can I tell that he is distinct and looks like a leader without knowing his name?
Both of them do. They are covered with multiple heads growing out of them. They also have what appears to be multiple trophies hanging off of them. So between those two, one is male, one is female. They definitely look like they're in charge.
All right. I will just yell to them. Let's. Jeez, I don't know. I wasn't planning on thinking.
Excellent.
Gosh, I'm totally drawing a blank. Oh, whichever. Frick, I don't know. You know what? That's what I say, and I will just shoot them.
Do it. Thank you.
Where's my? There it is. Yeah. Sorry.
It's like you're not worthy of coherence.
Oh man, I missed it.
Thank you for that.
Is this ship PNG our ship, or is it the big token?
PNG.
That's the PNG. Yeah, that's your ship. No, the big token. I don't know. The one that's moving around, that's your ship.
So I hit both of them.
Okay.
That is 9 big damages.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it is Frau Helkia's turn, and she's carrying this giant frosty axe, and there's like cold frost pouring off of it, and she roars in rage and shakes it, and it transforms into about a 12-foot tall longbow, and she draws it back and she shoots the ship with it.
Oh, we're getting that axe.
She takes 3 shots at the ship. One of them's going to go really wide, but the other 2 are going to hit it. And as it hits it, it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage to the ship. But you guys watch as the first arrow hits it, and frost creeps up all around the side of it. And as the second arrow hits it, it freezes in place, but there is a pillar of ice linking it to the ground. So your ship has made it to here, but is now frozen in place.
Oops.
Whoa.
Well, that's not good.
And that's her turn. So now it is the Jarl's turn, who is just going to charge out to here. He is going to charge to here, and he's going to pick up a huge hunk of iron, and he's going to throw it at Thanok.
Yeah, good.
As he should.
Buddy?
Oh! I'm sorry, buddy. This is going to really hurt.
Is it?
Crit.
Yep.
Yes.
Why do you think it's going to hurt?
Oh, that's right. You're immune to crits, you turd.
I am immune to crits.
Oh my gosh. That crit damage was amazing, too. It was 9, 8, 8, 8.
Oh.
So, 24, 23. You can have 33 points of that back.
Okay.
Frost Giant 3 is going to come after Othig over here, and he's going to take 2 swings at Othig. That'll be a hit, and another, and a miss.
Nice.
Not a lot of damage. 4 is going to smash the little monk in front of him now.
DC 14 con save first.
Oh,
See if he
yeah.
gets poisoned.
That is a 17 on the dice. There is no
Right.
poisoning of the
Yep.
Frost Giant.
We're good.
So he will miss you with his great axe once and twice. You turds.
Missed the monkey cat.
Muse, you are up. You do feel like you could slide down the ice that's holding the ship in place. It's basically a giant cone.
Could I try to overcharge the thrusters to either break the ice or melt it?
You could. It'll put some strain on the ship, but you could definitely do that. The ship did get fully repaired on the way over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Make a
Gonna
tool check
overclock
for me
it.
then.
Tool check. Okay.
Yep. In your skills, there's actually a tools check button in there I programmed for you. So
The
it's
tool
got your double.
proficiency one. That one.
32.
Pretty good.
So you lean into it and you start to pump massive amounts of force through it, and you feel the pillar crack and shift, and your ship breaks free, but it's still frost laden, so it drifts to the ground pretty slowly. But it is free. It is now hovering just above the ground.
Okay, and I believe that would be my action, right?
That would definitely be your action.
Okay, and I'm on the ship, right? Like I'm.
Correct. You guys are all on the ship. I just want the tokens to get. Yeah, it's gonna do that.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay, so now that it's on the ground. Oh, by the way, I decided what my steel defender should be. It should be
good.
a hippocampus.
Nice.
With yeah, like, and it's got like little thrusters to keep the back half up.
That's awesome.
Okay, so let's see. There's another boat here, right? This boat that like we're right next to.
That appears to be one of the Frost Giants boats that they've captured and transformed. It's basically a normal ship that they've turned into a rowing longboat for their own use.
I'm gonna hop onto that.
Garbage.
Okay.
Followed by my steel defender. Is probably actually gonna start making his way. How far can he go? What's your speed? 40, right? I think it's 40. So I don't know. Like 10, 15, 20.
I don't even know that he's here with us.
35, 40.
Well, he's floating
So,
on water.
okay.
He just
I'm gonna
drops
get my
it.
steel defender. I believe I can get it to like here. I
Yeah.
hope so. And then I'm gonna take a shot at giant number 4.
With the steel defender?
Yeah. So no, I'm taking a shot with my my viola.
You used your action to.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
the
Yeah.
ship.
Then my steel defender is gonna make an attack with my bonus action, which is might. Force empowered rend. Okay. Does it deal more damage? I'm not used to this thing.
It's just it is. Let's see. Can you access the character sheet of it? I forgot to ask you to do that.
I don't think I can right now. I don't know where I
Drag
would
it
find that.
onto his
Roll
picture.
D20 plus 7.
D20 plus 7.
If you take the NPC stat block and drag it onto his picture in the upper left, Mike, it'll give him access to it.
Perfect. I knew you'd know how to do that.
Where is that? How do I do that?
Not you,
You
him.
should now be able to open it up
Just
by
popped
clicking
up.
the shield.
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
I give people
Okay,
NPCs
cool.
far too often.
I just have a beholder. It's fine.
All right. Well, I did the. I got
That'll-
22.
That'll definitely hit.
And it'll take 1d4, 1d8 plus 6. So 1d8 up.
6,
So
10.
10 force damage. Yep.
Colin, you can drag and drop those attacks right onto your target, the token that you're targeting, or in the
Uh-huh.
combat tracker, and it'll automatically apply it.
Like, oh wow, that's interesting.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. That is it.
Cool.
I
All
think.
right. Good job. So Muse brings the ship down so everybody can get off. Othig,
Can I
you're
make
up on
my
the battle map with this giant.
can I make my opportunity attack at him for stepping
you
back
can.
into range? Okay.
Sure can. Thank you for
I missed
waiting.
that.
I appreciate
Yep.
it.
Yep. So
Oh,
that
no.
will be not
Ooh.
a good opportunity attack, but at least I recover, so
Jeffrey's
fine
fixing
there.
Fazragul.
Okay, so I'll do my attacks
That
then.
happens, right? Yeah.
3 hit. And let's see. So then, did I notice how far Jarl moved? Like how much distance was that?
He covered quite a bit of distance, so it was almost 50 feet.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
I will move off. Ooh, thank you. Is that a bonfire actually going right there?
It is actually burning right now. They are feeding it whole logs.
Okay. Whole logs. Okay.
I bet if you jump on it, it'll like detonate.
I'm actually gonna jump over it. I'm actually gonna jump over it down to
Like a true
right
wanker.
here.
All right. And with the mobile feat, he does not get an attack of opportunity at you.
Wanker.
Is
And
that your turn then, my friend?
That is my turn.
Boost can do it.
No. I'm gonna use second wind.
Okay. That's fine.
Which one of these ones was the one that looked like it was casting spells?
None of them casted spells. The Frau Helka,
Yep.
she transformed her axe into a giant frost bow and froze the ship in place.
That's the one. Oh, that's the one I'm gonna head towards. Or run right up next to her and waylay her.
All right.
So, target her. Make my main hand attack with my flaming rapier. 28 will hit, which allows me my sneak attack. And I will
This
impale
Black
her.
Flag music is great.
And then I will offhand her as well. Oh, maybe I don't want to do that. Oh well. We live and we learn, right? That'll hit. Let's see what cold damage does to her. Resisted. And then I will... Well, I'm going to take one more step up, and then I'm just going to stand next to her, imposing myself aggressively, snarling and making cat noises.
I have a
Okay.
Steel Defender helper.
Yes.
What a good guy. What a good boy.
And that'll be me.
So I don't think I can exactly make it to one of these if I jump off, because I'm guessing I probably would have been near the front of the boat where Boosky is. So that's only.
I would let you get to 2. Like, because the positioning of the boat's weird because people keep moving the token. So
I
I'd
know.
let you get to 2 or 1.
Am I
Or
still
to the Yarl, who's right off the bow of the boat.
Just gonna go take on the boss by yourself. Run him
Am I-
down.
I mean, it could be fun.
Yeah.
Not by myself.
Do it. That's what heroes do.
Oh yeah,
Or not Kit.
I'm gonna come there.
Or people who are too foolish enough to know better. Either way.
Yeah, sorta. More like praying for luck here. So I'm gonna rage as I jump off the boat and then make an attack against him.
Okay.
Alright, and that's that damage, and I'll hit him again. And more damage. Come on. Here we go. And those are my 2 attacks.
All right. So you go after the Yarl and you smash him with a couple of hits, and he does not like the look of your weaponry. That's for sure. All giants kind of have a feeling of what the heck Crystal is packing and know that one wrong blow and it could be the end of them forever.
What does she
So-
have?
She has the set of the Thunderbolts, so if she critically hits a giant and they fail a con save, they die.
Hammer of Thunderbolts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's another part
wait.
of the set too, right?
Yeah, there's a belt of giant strength and the gauntlets of ogre power.
Which
Yeah.
I happen to have all of them.
Yep.
Yep.
If
But-
I may, real quick.
Yeah.
I was hasted. I forgot I was hasted. What do
Oh.
I get with that?
You get an extra action that you can use to make an additional melee attack, the dash, or basically rogue stuff. Dash or disengage.
Okay, I'll make that other attack quick then.
Okay. Thank you, Tony. Who is up? Am I up?
It's
Yes,
the frost
Frost
giant.
You are
one.
up.
Frost Giant 1. Okay. Frost Giant 1 is going to, at this point, abandon the ballista, and he's going to run down here and attempt to smash the monk. He needs a con save because he entered your spores, correct?
Nope, it has to start its turn.
Okay. All right. So then that was
That'd be pretty nice though, but no.
So Doc, he's going to miss you with the first swing of his axe, and he's going to come with the second one, and he's going to get you with the second
I'm
swing.
gonna use my Steel Defender's reaction to force disadvantage.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Oh, he's still going to get him.
I'm gonna use my reaction to add a d6
Nice.
with my staff.
All right, go to your AC.
Yep. All right. It'd be 19.
I will definitely miss you at that point then.
All right, then I can immediately make a retaliatory attack and get back against it because it missed me.
Very nice.
And
That's a lot of
I
synergy.
can also add that I can also add that
You.
3 that I rolled too. It was giant 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. I will make an attack against it. This would be 3. I will mark off a charge.
All right. Very nice. So continue your assault because it is now your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the first giant I was looking at. 4. All right. First whack. Hit. Second whack. Hit. I will use a key point for a flurry of blows, and I will miss. All right. Second one hits, and I will use a key point for a stunning strike as well.
Okay.
It's a 14.
14. That's nat 20 for me on the saving throw.
Nice.
Yarl, oh, you wee ball bag, you're getting it! And that's
I've heard that in such a long time.
You're getting it. All right. So it is the Frau's turn, and she is going to shake her bow, and it's going to transform back into an axe. And then she points it straight at El Buscador, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as a massive beam of cold begins to wallop you.
Is she casting a spell?
She is casting a spell out of the axe.
Wonderful. I'm going to use my Mage Slayer reaction, and I'm going to attack her.
Nice.
So, we'll see if that works, because she'll have disadvantage on a concentration check to try and do that.
Okay.
I'll hit, and I will do a crap load of damage.
Also, you will have you have advantage on your saving throw since she's within 5 feet of you as well.
Well, and she, yep.
So I have to make a Constitution
only
saving
if
throw.
it's a concentration, only if it's.
It is not a concentration spell.
So, no, but I get to do a bunch of damage to her, and then I'm making a what kind of save?
Constitution.
Constitution.
With advantage.
With advantage. Kachiga. Ooh, not bad. 18.
18 will cut it. You're lucky you didn't have that 6. So you are only going to take 34 points of cold damage instead of the 68 that it would have been. And then she is going to use her bonus action to glare at you, and I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Those are the best kind.
I'm actually good at those as well. Ooh, 17.
17. So you begin to slow down for just a moment,
Oh,
and then you overcome it, and you are not slowed.
beautiful. I'll just stare at her and be like, I'm built to kill things like you.
She responds in a language you just don't understand. So now it is the Jarl's turn, who is going to turn on Brute, who he is not happy to see, and he is going to go into a rage and begin attacking recklessly.
You should do likewise. Actually, you won't need to because he did it.
So I will hit Brute with my first attack. That is a 19 on the dice. That is a critical hit for him. And Brute's going to take 39 points of damage from that attack as he comes down hard right on Brute's face. 22 will hit. It is not a critical. He follows it up with the backswing for another 27 points of damage. And then...
But I'm having all of this, correct?
Are you raging?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't remember if you said it or not. That was a 19
That's
and a 20
So soft.
for him.
Oh,
So that is a second critical hit.
I'm just gonna wait till you're done.
And that would be-
by 1.
But she hasn't adjusted for her
Right.
halves yet.
You'll have to take the unconscious effect off of her.
Oh, yep, let me go do that. Brute, where are you at in the combat tracker? It's big right now.
I think
I found you.
Down.
That is Jarl's turn. These two guys. This guy is going to jump down, and then he is going to run over here towards Othig. Othig, you can smack at him if you want, but he dashed to get there, so he doesn't get an attack this time. And 4 is going to attack, I believe, the monk twice. 1 attack. I missed. There it is. That's a 2. So it will not hit Doc. And then a 19. That will hit Doc.
That will hit Doc. And I will use my reaction.
Would you like to?
I'd like to.
Okay.
Why not? I never get to use this thing. I rolled a 6, so that brings my AC up to 22.
22. That will still hit you.
Lovely.
Oops. Doc, you will take. Oh, that was a good roll. 30 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
Muse, you're up.
Because I also make a point to not see what it is, so figured why not.
I am going to have my Steel Defender give me the help action
Okay.
against Frost Giant 1, and then I'm going to be making 2 Viola attacks.
Nice.
Double click. Oh, and because I have advantage, I get to roll it 3 times, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one's a hit, and then I just double tap that, right? Cool. So 12 damage on the first shot. Ooh. Those aren't great. Does a 17 hit?
17 will hit that guy.
Oh, cool.
Just barely, but it'll get him.
Okay, and then 11 damage on the next hit.
That is
And it is
you,
magical.
which one were you? 1 or 4?
Do I gain extra stuff?
One,
What
I
was it?
think. Also, don't forget that you can control click on the person you're targeting, and it'll apply the damage to them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cole's pretty new to this end of the mechanics of
I've
fantasy ground.
literally never used any of this.
Yep. If you
Yep.
control click on them, it'll target them, so then you don't have to. It'll just do it automatically for you.
I think that's everything.
And that was on number 1, correct?
Yeah, that was on number 1.
Okay. Number 1 and,
then-
number 4 are both now heavily wounded.
I'm going to then attack with my Steel Defender as well.
Okay.
Steel Defender, I can do pop up. So 18,
18 will hit.
and I can control click on someone. You say?
If you control click on them, it automatically makes them a target.
Oh,
And then you can just do
Okay.
your attacks and it'll automatically roll on your target.
okay. And then here's my damage for the Steel Defender. So 8.
Okay, so 8 damage from the Steel Defender. All right. Awesome.
And then, so that was my bonus action. Still have movement. I'm actually pretty happy with where I am, so
Okay.
I'll stay where I am at.
That'll bring up our friend Othig.
So is this other group that's fighting frost giants something that you would consider that they are allies in this situation?
Oh, absolutely. The
Okay.
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Fantastic. So with that in mind, because I'm guessing Frost Giant 3 has in my. Oh, actually, is he in melee range? He's not.
He was because you hit him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Were
hit him,
you-
but can he hit me?
He can hit you, but he has reach, so you're not leaving his threat if you move 5 feet away.
Okay, great. That's all I wanted to know. So,
Yeah, none of these guys are in proper squares.
so I'm gonna attack
You guys are all
Jarl.
well behaved.
I'm going to apply Pincer to
Further
Bork.
down.
Sorry, Brute. Bork.
Yep, that's Brute.
Brute.
Brute, you'll have advantage just because of Othig's presence. I know you already have advantage for other reasons,
Right.
but
Well, that thing attacked recklessly,
and Ryan, you currently do have advantage on him because he is attacking recklessly.
which means
Correct.
you don't need to use your pincery right now if you don't want to.
Oh, yeah. Then I'm not going to.
Because you only get to use
Okay.
that a certain number of times, right?
Correct.
Yeah, then don't waste
Yeah,
it on
don't.
him.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste it just yet. Then.
Attack recklessly. He is a free target.
Woohoo! Well, in that case,
Keep going, I'm listening.
yeah.
I just drank way too much coffee today.
Right on.
I feel that.
I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah, boy. Get him.
Here it comes. Is it gonna roll at advantage? No, it's not.
No, you have to click that.
I'll have to do it every time. Okay. A 1. A 2. A 3. That's gonna be 7.
Critical.
A 4. A 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. A
Wait,
6.
why are you? Why? Oh, because you action surge. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got
And a 7.
4 criticals in there? 5
Oh my
criticals in there? Are
gosh,
you
that's so
kidding me?
many criticals.
You just obliterated this guy.
You
I'm
just seriously rolled 5 criticals on my frost giant.
In a row. In a
Yeah, I
row.
I hate you.
I'm
I mean, I
about
don't hate
to.
you. I think you're great, but
I'm about to. So okay, that's 2 regular attacks.
Just
and
remember
5
that he
crit.
takes max damage
Yes.
from your glaives.
Yes, thank you for that. Okay, so 2 regular rolls first.
Oh man.
This is gonna be nuts.
Don't roll the regular because it's gonna crit.
Oh, it did. Sorry.
that's all right. It'll only be a +4, so
Mine
that would
rolled
be.
a regular.
I'll add 4 more onto him right away.
Okay.
Actually, if you just roll regulars and then we add 80 to it, that's will be the damage you do.
Wait, what?
Because
You're
your
gonna
your
do-
base crits are max, so just roll regular
Yeah.
and then I'll add 80 because 80 is the extra damage that you would do with your glaives.
Yeah, I
No,
want to
not
roll.
80. 80?
But I should
Four-
I should roll my
8d10?
regular rolls first.
Oh,
though.
right. Yeah.
Yes, just roll regular damage on him, and then I will add the max critical damage to him manually.
Okay, but I still have my 2 regular attacks first that won't have max.
Roll
damage.
all your attacks at regular damage, and then I will add the crit damage manually.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh gosh.
5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, not 8. Just
I got to
7.
take that last one off. Yep.
Yeah, take that last one.
So I will add 68 damage to him. Wow. Okay.
Plus 80.
Oops. Too much.
Too much for grandma.
There we go.
And that is my turn.
He's probably also unconscious. Nope, he's not yet. All right.
He gonna be.
El Buscador.
Oh, hey, that's me. The one that's next to me is prone, correct?
Yes.
Is he considered a threat at the moment then, or?
He is considered not getting his turn this round. He is stunned.
Yeah. I'm
As
just
he
gonna
is-
move away from him just for the
Yeah.
for the sake of it. I mean, I know he's
Yep.
on the ground and he's an easy target, but I'll just leave him be for the moment. I'm gonna make my 2 regular and then 1 offhand against Milady. Bam. That'll hit. So that one will do this. Then the other main hand will hit and offhand. Oof. Oh well.
Did you get your extra attack in there?
Yep, it's in there.
Cool.
So, we actually don't have their status meters anywhere to know if they're wounded or not. So I don't know if she's heavy yet or not.
You can't see their status meters?
Nope.
No,
I
don't
on
see
combat
a
tracker, you don't have
status.
it turned on.
I thought you did that purposely.
No,
too.
I just must not have it turned on. I'll set that up real quick.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'll just again snarl up at her and be like, "Show me what you got, witch."
Okay.
You don't want to do that. It hurts.
Brute.
Huh?
Mhm.
That's rude.
There you go. That should do it.
Thank you, sir.
That should do it. Oh, you're talking about wounding. I was like, what to do what?
Get him, brute.
There's
Let's get
not
that
too
20
hit.
in there.
I know. Purple is not my color, I don't think.
No.
And then it's Frost Giant 1's turn.
Yeah, he's really focused on the monk.
Well, you know you could not though. Hmm.
You know you could not,
Sorry.
though.
So I'm gonna hit you.
Yes.
Do you want to try and?
I
do
don't
your
have
thing?
reaction.
Okay.
Hasn't been his turn yet.
And I'm gonna hit you for
Defend his turn.
34. And then I'm gonna hit you.
Yep.
And I'm going to hit you for 28.
Yes, that's
It-
lovely.
It is now your turn.
All right.
Action pack.
Well, that hurts a lot.
Now, I am within both their attack ranges, so even if I had mobile, I'd still end up getting hit by one of them, right?
You could split your attacks to attack both of them because you have multiple attacks.
Oh, that's
And then
true.
bugger off.
Yeah. I will. I will attempt to hit the first one. Round 4. Alright, so I'll do the damage to him.
All right. So as you punch him in the leg, it buckles, it snaps, and he topples over, falling into this giant cage wall. And from inside the cage wall, you hear a roar.
Oh, good.
All right.
next
I'm
pet.
going to go ahead and hit the other guy. Wait, oh, which one? One. There he is. Hopefully it hits. It does. All right, I'm going to hit him, and then I'm going to bugger right off. What am I going to do? I will use a I will use a key point. Use a bonus action dash, and I will. It's looking kind of rough over there too. Muse is still on the boat, right?
Muse
I
got on
hopped
the
onto
other
a
boat.
different boat.
Yep. She's on one of the giants' boats right now.
And I'm gonna run over there.
Oh, you're not gonna come up by me,
No,
pansy.
I want nothing to do with you. Wait, I don't even need to use my key point to dash because I can just double my movement.
Sure can.
So I won't do that, and I will run over to Muse. We're gonna go hang out over here,
Perfect.
and then I will use a key point though to stab myself and heal myself a little
As you
bit.
do.
Sounds good. So you watch Doc pull out his gloved hand, and the little needles extend from the fingertips, and he just jabs it into his side.
Stim packs.
That's a big 5 healing,
Stim pack.
just built right in.
All right. So Frost Giant 2 is stunned. He doesn't do anything this round. Thanak.
Poor guy.
He is now awake though, which is good for him.
It's not bad for him.
Come on, coup de
Though it
grace
might
this.
be. I think I'd rather be asleep when I die. Just say it.
Give him the hammer.
Yeah, the Yarl's still
Still up.
no, still at advantage, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All attacks against him.
Hit him! Give him the chance!
Does he bleed? Is that enough to make him
He
bleed?
does bleed.
Excellent. Oh, so lame damage.
That's not that bad.
I mean,
It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's not Ryan's
It-
thousand
it
in
was
a
bad.
round.
Yeah, it was bad.
1,000.
His AC is 17.
Correct.
Hey, one better.
One better. Thanks. Holy cow. Holy cow.
That was bad
Those are-
damage.
Yeah, these are all
are-
real bad.
Lower numbers.
Those are real bad. And that's it. That's my turn.
All right.
I mean,
So at this
that's-
point in time, we are
Still almost 70 damage total though.
almost okay. Not yet. Got the end of the round here coming up. So Frau points her axe up in the air and seems to some degree take control of the maelstrom that is raging about them, and giant hunks of ice begin to pelt the battlefield.
I have a question. Is this like an item effect, or is she casting something?
She is not casting spells. This is an
Okay.
item effect.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And no, I am not going to allow what's his face to suck it up because he's not here. There's
Yeah.
enough going on the battlefield right now.
Yeah.
I like
I
that
don't
Thanak and I just decided to run out after these fools.
I mean, yeah.
It's probably what you would do. Mav would probably be helping Jeff tend to Fazragul. And
Yeah.
Like, Screw the bottle. It's today.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have today. Get your affairs in order.
It does not require concentration. So I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws as giant hunks of ice begin to fall from the sky.
Is all of you everyone?
Everybody on the battlefield, yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
What kind of
Dexterity.
Dexterity?
It does.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Okay. So El Buscador becomes the only one to make this dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Everybody else is going to take 46 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
El Buscador,
I'm gonna take 23.
do your monk thing, man.
Yeah.
El Buscador, you will save on that, so you don't take any, correct? She does not. None of her allies are struck by these.
But even at half, I'm down.
Nope, you. Ooh. Doc collapses on the boat. You get the
What?
feeling like whatever she's doing it with the item, and it is the item doing it, not her.
How much damage was it?
46.
46. Okay.
And then it is the Jarl's turn, who is still really panicked looking at Brute. So I will roll off of you, Brute, so you don't have to go back and do the math. Although he thinks attacking recklessly is maybe a bad idea at this moment, so he is going to not do that. That really screwed him over last round.
Yeah.
So 3 attacks at Brute. I think I'm only going to get you with 1. 15 doesn't get you, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't think
Anything
so.
over a 19.
So I will get you with... Oh, I just rolled it on you. Dang it. Sorry. That'll only be 12 damage, Crystal. You can have 13 of that back. Stupid. Frost Giant 3 is going to... Othig, you can take an attack of opportunity at him as he charges past you to come down here and defend his
Oh,
Jarl.
Would I
Excellent.
get an attack too? I mean, how did he move?
I suppose you would too. You were close enough.
Okay.
All right.
And he's going to miss Brute both times. And you two are not going to miss him.
Oh yeah. Suck it. Suck it.
That was a good roll-ish.
All right, so now it is the top of the round. Which 2 targets would you guys like the boat to shoot, as Vocker and Wrinkle have got the crew aimed, having your own ballista aimed up? Who do you guys want them to shoot?
I vote for the misses.
I'd vote
Mage.
for Frost Giant 3. But it sounds like people want to hit the mage.
Frost Giant 3. They're going to get 6 attacks, so we'll shoot Frost Giant 3 with 2 and the mage with 4.
Sure.
And all 3 of them are going to hit the mage, and both of them are going to hit 2. 2 is going to take 3. 3 is going to take 34 points of damage, and that will kill him. And the Frau will take 43 points of piercing damage as the ship fires on her. And you hear everybody on the boat cheering as they kill a frost giant, and
Nice.
Frau takes a bunch of damage.
Huzzah!
Muse, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna drop haste. Sorry, Buscador. And I'm gonna cast Aura. What? Oh, will it? Oh, you're right. I forgot about this time. No, I think you're in a bad place to get stunned.
Here's the only question you need to
forgot
ask
about that.
yourself. Will it be funny?
It would be very funny. That's a good point.
Then you have
Yeah.
your answer.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how bad it affects your allies. That's not something you ever take into consideration.
It's all just, is it
This
funny
is
or
why
not?
nobody wants to play with you on Thursday.
I thought I heard just the opposite. Everyone wants to play with us.
All right, Cole, what's Muse up to?
I think Cole's froze. Oh
Just
wait,
picture it.
this is picture is.
Just my picture. Okay. I'm gonna actually. I can't do that. Wait, can I do that? No. Okay. Well, I'll just take. I will take a shot at Frost Giant 1, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the help action. Just
Okay.
pump some damage in. Control click. Did that do it?
You already had him targeted, so now you untarget.
So okay, got it. And then with advantage, I'm gonna be rolling 3 times. Is like just pressing this 3 times the best way to do that?
It honestly is. It's to roll 3 d20s and then just add your
Got it.
modifier to them.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
That's
But that was just one attack.
Crits
Right.
all around
So
today.
first one's a crit. And then I'll go ahead and roll that. How do I tell it it's a crit? Or is that
it just knows.
it just
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah, the first one will, but if you hold shift, you'll crit roll.
Yeah. If you
Oh,
ever have to
really?
manually, whatever your last attack you rolled, if it was a crit, it knows.
Okay, so that's damage.
It didn't. Yep.
Okay, so 19,
And that was against number 1.
number 1, yeah.
Okay.
So that's the first attack, and then second attack.
That'll hit.
All right, and then that is another 12.
Okay. Yeah, he's got elven accuracy.
Yeah. And then let's see. I can actually use my bonus action. Oh, wait. It actually doesn't talk about it having an action or not. It doesn't specify, but I should be able to still forfeit my bonus action to get my Steel Defender to attack, right?
Correct.
Because yeah, so I can do that, right? Sacrifice
can
its
al-
action.
You can always move it, but if you want it to attack, you have to use your bonus action.
Cool. Then I'll use my bonus action to make it do an attack on FG1.
And then Othig, you're going to be up next.
Here it is. Cool.
Dude.
And 9, and this is also magical. Force damage.
Right on.
And movement wise, that will be my turn. Yeah.
All right.
I'll stay right there.
Othig. Great.
Yarl is not raging and there's no advantage.
Correct.
Got it.
He is raging, but
Oh, sorry, raging, but no advantage.
he's not attacking recklessly.
Got it. 3 attacks. Hold. That's... Okay, and then I think that's all I'm going to do.
All right.
Myself
So
in an
you
actual
continue
square
to
there.
lay into him. And El Buscador, you're up. Oh, no.
That's great.
So close.
So close.
She is heavily wounded. Yarl. That's true. Yeah, you probably would have heard them call him Yarl and yell for the Yarl and things like that. So, brute.
Alrighty. Not what I want. No, dude, he hits hard.
He hits real hard.
Those are my 2 attacks.
All right,
That
so
will-
brute continues to pound away at the Yarl. All right. So on this turn, you hear something smash against the pen, and a giant creature bursts out of it, and it begins to slink across the battlefield.
Super duper.
Its turn, though.
Ugh,
You don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something.
gosh,
So
I hate
Frost
these
Giant
things.
1 is, well, he sees it and he takes off running. So he runs all the way over to here. The Steel Defender can make an attack of opportunity on him.
All right.
Oh, he's in the freaking way.
Yeah, can do that.
Oh, I think we all forgot that Doc is
Oh.
dying.
That's 18.
Yep.
No, 18 will hit him as he runs. Wrinkle would have healed him on the boat's turn. Doc, you can have 19 hit points.
That is 11.
Another 11 against Frost Giant 1. All right. He's hurt pretty solid. And then it is Doc's turn, who is no longer unconscious.
Who's hurting right now?
You.
Well, yeah,
Everybody hurt.
Pretty much
You and
Yeah,
Brute
we
are
all got
probably-
hit by that ice from
Frau,
the sky business.
Frau is casting stuff, and Jarl is being jumpy.
Yeah, he's a big, angry, grumpy dude.
Yeah, Jarl.
Actually, I forgot to take the rage damage off him last time. I got to adjust his hit points real quick.
I'm gonna run over to Jarl.
Okay.
I want to climb up on him or her. Great.
Right, you go running across the boat, skipping off the rigging. You jump off the railing and you land right in front of him.
Yep. Nope.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
Flurry of blows. Oh, okay. I don't want to do this to you, but Muse, make a con saving throw as you started your turn within my aura.
oh, that's
Whoops.
terrible.
If only I had.
Didn't that go down when you went unconscious?
Nope, it's just
Did it?
up for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Con save.
I'm stinky. You saved. You're good. Nothing
Ooh.
happened. All right. I marked
Jarl.
that off. I think. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know. But I was like,
Uh-oh.
exactly is he?
What was that noise, Mike?
That was me not making my con save for your stink.
All right. Beautiful. I'm gonna use my flurry of blows. I'm going to. Oh, I can just add that. I think. Let me double check how this works. Because I could potentially do a lot of damage that's not physical damage since he's poisoned. Because poison good.
Poison's very good.
Poison good. All right, so I will punch at him once with my claws. Hit. I will use another key point. So I will do my regular damage, and then that key point will go into my necrotic hit, which I will add to it.
Nice.
And I will try to hit him again. He's already poisoned, but is that 5 over?
That is 5 over.
All right, I will do that. I will do this. I'll do this, and I will do. Nope, that's actually 2 more. And I will why not go for a stunning strike on it?
He'll save.
Poison's a disadvantage.
Oh, he's at disadvantage. He will not save.
Wow.
Oh,
He's also stunned now. Also,
so the Yarl is stunned.
also, oh, he didn't resist any of that, so it's good. It should have been necrotic, but I don't know.
Okay.
That's fine. And that's it.
Okay.
That's all.
2 finally gets up off the ground and he comes over. He says, "I'll save you, Frau." And I'm gonna make 2 attacks on El Buscador, but he is attempting to grapple El Buscador.
Oh, yeah?
All right. He will get you with 1, so I need you to make an opposed check, please.
The AC's +2.
Oh,
From-
yeah. I think I'd still get him.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even see those.
You dirtbag! You
Oh.
suck. That was mine.
Yeah.
So he's trying to grab you and he just can't. He's still a little cloudy. Thanak?
Fennec, hearing the cat up north asking for a surrender, gets pissed. And he comes over here.
You get
Totally,
he's stunned.
totally
No
will
attack.
take. Yeah, but he'll get one from
Oh,
Frost
3.
Giant 1, which he's fine with. Totally fine with. I ran through Frost Giant 1. Oh, if I'm still, am I still within his reach?
Oh yeah, you are. So he'd
Okay.
miss you anyways. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I wasn't worried about it. Okay. Is that 5 over her AC?
It is.
Okay. Oh man, that was so close. And I will smite her
Get smote.
just because. Oh man, she's still up. I'm so pissed. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. She has. Yeah. She's going to just use her axe this time on El Buscador.
Didn't you say you had a 22 AC? Oh, I get it.
Okay. So you can have 14 points back from the first attack.
Oh man.
Why would you have shield? You have shield on your armor? I don't remember that. Yeah, this doesn't qualify. All right, so that is her 2 attacks.
And just in case it matters, when y'all failed the save against my aura, they did take 2 poison damage.
Okay, I will add that. I'll add that to him right now. He is still awake.
Very important.
But he's stunned, so he does not get to go. Muse. We're at the boat. So a couple of things happen. You guys watch as a big tentacled monster comes surging up underneath the boat the granite backs jumped off of, and and 2 tentacles with laser cannons on the end begin shooting at Frost Giant number 1. So I'm gonna make 2 attacks for that.
Revenge!
1 will hit, and then you watch this big flaming harpoon come after Frost Giant 1 as well, and there is a rather thin, subdued-looking dwarf standing off to the side over behind Othig, stabbing Frost Giant 1. So I'm just going to roll a bunch of damage. That's appropriate. And I think that's going to kill him. Nope, but he looks super almost dead.
How does he look?
Terrible.
Super almost terrible.
Hughes, you're up.
Okay. I am going to, if I can open the right thing. Actions. Okay, that's where it is. This one. Yes. Okay, I'm going to move up
Brands.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. I am going to. I'm going to move
Oh, it's our
over
friends.
here. And
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Conjure Barrage. Sorry to all those. I think I'm going to get a few people in there. But you'll be fine.
And lasers. Good time.
Okay, so I have a 60-foot cone, and all of the creatures within it need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Let me.
I wouldn't be within 5 feet. I wouldn't do that.
Oops,
Yeah, I
grabbed-
just want to see where can I stand that's not in range of Yarl, but also
get everybody
everyone in there. I think I can.
Probably
65 can
right
60
there.
feet.
60 is huge.
That's
You'll get,
that's only a 30-foot cone.
yeah.
Like I can probably stand comfortably like back here. Well, yeah, I'm trying to minimize casualties.
You'll have to get El Buscador.
Yeah,
He's
one of
got
the
a vision.
yeah, it's
But
fine.
you can get all the
You've
enemies.
got dex. So all of them need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yarl fails, poor guy.
Yes, he does. He will automatically fail.
Andy would be so proud in this moment.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's true.
So they will all fail.
No,
Roll
Andy would be like, "Come on, you can get Thanik in there. Come on."
I could get Doc and Thanik if I felt like it.
So funny.
Oh, you're right.
I think you could just get everyone.
I think
You
if you
might-
tried, yeah, you could probably could get
Battlefield.
everyone. I think you've really tried.
So go ahead and roll your damage, Cole.
Sure. And then you said that I also make a regular attack with this, with Conjure Barrage.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make an attack at Yarl.
Okay. Roll your
Yarl's not raging anymore, right?
No, he's not, he's been attacked while he's stunned, so he's still raging.
Okay, so does 22 hit?
It does, but you have advantage in case you crit.
Oh, really? So
Yep. he's stunned.
then I'll get three chances.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, I just
Yeah. I think I have magical ammo
You
or
do.
something. I don't. Yeah. Okay, so that's a hit. I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage. Regular damage, 12 to Yarl, and then everyone else is gonna take. If they failed, they're taking. Oh, I got off of it. Conjure Barrage, come back. They'll take 3d8 of some kind of damage.
Probably piercing.
force magical piercing.
Damage type is same. Yeah, so it's going to be piercing. So 3d8 coming in. I can't click that.
That's nice. Another 17 points of damage to everybody. That is actually going to put the Jarl on the ground when he takes that damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Frau screams and goes into a blind fury. 1 and 2. 2 has not even been damaged yet, but he will now. And 1 will actually die as well. So Muse
Nice.
blasts the battlefield down.
Okay, I'm gonna then move my defender. Is there a quick way to see how far I'm moving with
I draw arrows, which is if you hold both mouse buttons down, it will draw an arrow from the point you do it.
Oh, that's what I wanted to know. Okay. Okay, I can get my Steel Defender only to there. That's fine. Steel Defender moves up. Okay, and Steel Defender is going to action attack Frost Giant 2.
Nice.
Or bonus action I'll use
Your
to
bonus
attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost him. He'll be back. Nice.
Hit, and then nice. Max. Okay, and I believe that's my turn.
All right. Othig.
Good kill.
Thank
All
you.
right. We'll get right up here alongside the wall. If that's a square, apparently.
Hey, Othig, are you okay that somebody stole your kill? You're usually the one who does it.
I'm fine.
Or like, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, he's been fine for a long time. Like he's gotten used to it. Like it happens.
Alright.
I mean, it's still a competition for
No,
him,
it
but-
doesn't happen. That's the thing. It
No,
doesn't
it does happen. It does. It has. It does.
No.
It does. It does.
Roll your attacks.
Attacks coming up. Wow, I can't believe that hit. That's epic. Epically bad. Those are all so terrible.
They don't have a lot of armor class. They're bags of hit points. Which I'm
Bags
Also, like, plus
of
14.
hit points.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, rerolled to a 7. That's awesome. Heyo! That
And the
makes up for it.
Frau collapses, her axe clattering to the ground. The last frost giant looks really panicked. El Buscador. He yells something back in giant. Does anybody speak giant?
Oh, I have a bonus action because I put her
Did
down.
you give me giant, Mike?
I did not. Okay, you do bonus action.
I'm gonna take that bonus action real fast.
Mike,
I heard.
Brute speaks giant. Yeah. Okay.
Brute, you would hear the frost giant yelling. He's just yelling, "Get out of my way! I want to run."
Mm,
Danik is also still yelling, nobody gets to surrender.
Yeah. Yeah. Othig would be yelling something similar. Probably threats.
he wants to run.
I don't think so.
I think. Oh, I thought there was one instance where we saw him just for like a few moments, and then he had to leave.
Maybe. A long time
Yes,
ago, maybe.
in front of the king.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
in front
was
of,
super, super brief, yeah.
yes, it was
Yeah.
very brief, but I remember because I think I made you roll dexterity against something. I don't know.
All right. Booski, take a turn, buddy. Oh, he looks so sad that you're still hitting him.
It's like, come on, man! Don't you see what's back there?
No quarter. This is personal. You attack our squid, we kill your family.
Okay.
Boy.
Joke's on you. It just wants a hug, and you're gonna go stab it.
Get the kitty?
I don't know that that's a
Where
cat.
is it? Oh. So here's the fun part. I shrunk my map down so that I could actually see.
It's not a cat, that's a
I was
worm,
doing?
dude. What?
I didn't even see it.
It's a Remoraz.
The
Looks like a good
playset?
trophy, eh, Thanak?
I know. Can't get trophies if people surrender.
We gotta grab that axe later.
They're not real concerned with that. What do you have to, Brute?
So I'm gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna use my turn to run and then dash to get to it, so that I'm prepared for my next turn.
Okay. You will get to make the attack of opportunity on it as it kind of like snakes forward and then dives into the icy ground and burrows underneath the ground, but it will leave your range.
Okay.
Sounds
Why?
dangerous.
Why is it burrowing? Yes. What is
It's gonna
with the
pop up
burrow?
and nom someone.
It is probably. That's on a different screen. Hang on. So that's hitting it.
Pretty sure Brute does have Sentinel.
I'm pretty
Crystal
sure.
really
It,
likes
yeah.
it. Yep. So it doesn't. It starts to burrow into the ground, and when it realizes it can't make it, it just comes right back up where it was. On its turn, it's going to crawl out if that does happen. No, it is its turn. It was going to move. Now it can't move, so it is going to make its attacks on Brute instead.
Of course it is.
That'll be a 19. Brute. Fight attack. Okay. You are grappled by it as it
So
bites you, and you take a lot of damage. You're the type of barbarian that's all damage types, correct?
correct. Well,
Okay,
except
so
for psychic.
you'll take 27 points of combination fire and piercing damage. You are grappled,
Is that
and then
halved already or not?
that is already halved.
I'm unconscious in its arms.
Then you are swallowed.
Oh, I'm swallowed. I'm unconscious in its belly.
Why?
Yikes.
Yep.
That's rough.
And while inside of its belly, you'll automatically fail a death saving throw and take 3d6 fire damage. That's going to be that is right now. Because you take it when you would have taken it inside of it or just being next to it because it's got a fire aura. So I'm just applying it inside of it. Yeah, just getting next to it, it is extraordinarily hot. So either way, Brute would have taken another 7 points of damage. That's its turn, though.
Hmm.
Doc,
Hmm.
watch your friend get swallowed.
I'm having some flashbacks.
So's Brute. He started a
Oh,
fort.
how far is that thing from me?
That thing is 85 feet.
I'll run over to it. Arr. I will double my movement. I will take a crack at it.
Doesn't realize what you posted, Adam.
Yeah.
That's great.
That is exactly
it won't.
Yeah.
And then I will flurry of blows. Where is it? There it is. Is that 5 over?
let me check. That is not.
Okay. And I will attempt to stunning strike.
Okay. Oh, that's in that one. So you have stunned the Remoraz. Does nothing to help Brute, but the Remoraz is stunned and everybody has advantage. Actually, no, not auto crits. Everybody has advantage on it next round. It's not paralyzed. I think it was just
Oh.
hopping in and out.
Uh,
All right, this guy is going to take the disengage action and climb up the wall. Anak,
Sissy.
Yeah, I'm not having any of that. I am going to
you can still see him. He can't use it if he
No.
takes the disengage action.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is Sentinel. Yeah.
you're right. Andy screwed me over with that a couple of times. So did Ryan.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
is he is he making an attack? What's going on?
What are you doing?
I
He
am
just climbed up the wall.
He climbed up the wall.
Yeah, I know you guys were talking about opportunity
No,
attack, so I don't know if he was doing something.
No, I can't opportunity attack him because he disengaged.
Oh, I was thinking you had Sentinel. Never mind.
No, I don't. No.
I am casting. I'm using Investure of Stone to cast Earthquake on the wall.
That's epic, dude. I love it. I freaking love it.
All right, so the whole archway here where the gates and the doors are just collapses and he tumbles to the ground. How much damage does that do?
It doesn't have a damage. It just says that it
Just affects the environment.
you can use your action to create a small earthquake on the ground. Creatures that are on the ground have a dexterity save to be knocked prone. But
Okay. Make a d20 roll to see how much you affect the archway.
Oh yeah.
It collapses with him like standing on top of it. It's one of those things where you just see him standing there. He turns back around to look to make sure he's not being followed, and then just disappears down inside the rubble as it collapses. And you don't think he's going to come back out from the sad moan that comes out of the pile.
yeah. All right.
Awesome. That is so
Muse,
great.
Awful.
you're up. Are you there,
Okay.
Cole? Oh, yep. Your camera's not on.
Yeah. Is oh yeah.
I didn't know if you
restarted.
stuck
My
or not.
internet's being funky
Oh no.
as well. Okay. I don't think I can even reach the damage threshold with my thing. But
Actually, the damage threshold has to be from inside of it.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
so you guys have to
I
kill this
see.
thing before Brute dies.
Okay, I'm gonna have my Steel Defender move over to it. What was it? Oh, nope. Go back. Okay, yeah. So I'll have it dash to get there, and
Okay.
then make it's just gonna look really appetizing.
It's gonna. The hippocampus wants to eat the remoras. Oh, you want it to eat the hippocampus?
Yeah, but I don't really have a way to make it to look better to eat.
It's also paralyzed, so it can't until my next
Oh,
turn.
really? Okay.
He pulled some steak
That's
sauce
fine.
out and dumped
It's
it on
stunned,
his head
not
as they ran.
paralyzed.
Oh, go back. Okay. And then I'm gonna come around here, and I'm gonna give it some shots. Unless this big tentacle wants to make an attack of opportunity on me.
It does not.
Okay,
It
that's
appears
good.
you're at the moment.
That's a good thing. So I'll just make. It already used its action, so it can't give me the help action. So I'll just make it normal attacks. Where
You're actually at advantage because it's stunned.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so I'll
Oh crap! Did Tasha's come out today or is it tomorrow? Tuesday. Is it? Was it?
okay.
Oh.
25.
That'll hit.
Okay, so 6 piercing on the first attack. And does an 18 hit?
18 does hit it.
Okay.
Well, that was a good
15.
shot. Nice.
It's as good as it gets.
All right. Othig.
Do I feel like my attacks would be more effective, or maybe the ballistas that are on around the area here?
You'd have to turn all of the ballistas towards the creature. It's not in front of them at all anymore. So
Yeah.
you're definitely.
What's myself? You said?
Yeah, you
Okay.
are definitely the better weapon.
Yeah, I figured. I just wanted
You
to.
don't want to know how effective those ballistas are because nobody actually got shot by one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was Thanik.
Yeah, I took it to the chest.
Thanik was like, "Whatever, dude." This
So
is crap."
I am unimpressed.
All right. Well, I will run up here with the charger, and that'll be +5, -5, +10 damage.
Did you say if we get around to the thing's turn, Brute dies?
Brute will make a death saving throw. If
Oh,
Brute
yeah.
fails the saving throw, Brute will die because she's going to take one once its turn comes around.
No, not +10 on that. My mistake.
You will
23
auto
hits.
the fire damage inside of it, and then she gets to make hers on her turn.
Mm-hmm.
23 hits.
23 does hit.
Yeah, that's supposed to be +10.
Got it.
And then I will just move over there. This is also a fortification right here, or a pen?
Yes,
or what is this?
that's a wall. It's broken right where the creature is.
Okay, how tall is it?
It is 40 feet tall.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, El Buscador. Yes.
That's a terrible idea.
Okay. All right, you'll take 8 points of fire damage. I'm sorry, 4 points of fire damage because you're resistant. And you are inside the creature. You find Brute with all that movement. All right.
Mhm.
It does not actually. Oh, wait. Let me check. Is it 30 or 40? It is 30. So it does. After that attack, even stunned, the creature starts to convulse, and Brute and El Buscador are barfed up.
Oh.
Everybody else.
It's stunned and throwing up, so it's like choking on itself.
Yeah, everything is just leaking out of its fanged jowls. It doesn't move or retch at all. It just stands there, and vomit starts leaking out of it.
Oh.
Muse has no ranged healing.
Crinkle,
The boat does get a turn this round, so maybe.
Yeah.
No, because with your extra action. No, no, it's pretty specific. It's got to be used to dash or to make another melee attack. You don't get a lot of options with that.
I mean, it's
Oh yeah, no. Hard-plated worm.
it's a walking furnace. Yeah, I hate Ramirez's.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're great. Yep. Brute, make a death saving throw.
Don't roll a 1.
Don't say
Not
that to
say
Crystal.
that to me. I will come to your house and kill you in real life.
All right, Brute, you are on
Onto
2
it.
fails. The Remoraz does not get a turn. Doc,
Well, I'll have you know that I'm out of key points to heal you, so sucks for you. So I'm just gonna try and kill this thing before it. Hey, by the way, the Remoraz is beginning Remoraz's turn. You got to make a con save at disadvantage. See if it's poisoned too.
those are both good rolls.
Okay.
It'll not be poisoned.
Nothing happens. I just hit it. Miss. Try again. Hit. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll hit this one and then I'll just roll again. Yeah. Then I will just do a bonus action normal punch.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot on its turn, it still does have the fire aura, so everybody next to it does take some fire damage. So Brute, you will take another failed save, but you're alive and you made your 1. 10 points of fire damage. What? No, I just am doing it on its turn.
How much damage?
You went inside of it. That's different.
You said 10?
10.
Well, Brute only took 1 failed death save from the damage, and she had to make 1 for her normal turn.
Right.
So, yep. Thanak,
I
Doc wails
will
away on this thing.
move to right there and throw some psychic blasts.
I know you're gonna say some dirt.
Some dirt. Here's
Put
a
some dirt on it.
Take this, you ugly beast. Yeah. Dirt.
That was meant to be on it, but it wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, it was
So
on it.
another. All right.
Yeah, so we're good. Forgot I had it targeted. And that's it. That's my turn.
All right. Muse. This thing is
Okay.
still up and kicking. It is starting to move again.
I'm gonna have my Steel Defender give me the help action, and I'll be making 2 attacks.
Nice.
You don't have to.
Yes, you do because it's not stunned because my turn is over.
Oh, so
You're
mine.
okay though. You would have hit with your attacks.
Okay. I'm confused why. Oh, so it shows a different thing, and it's like hit,
Okay.
right?
You hit.
Okay. So first attack,
Oh,
15.
that's another nice.
Second attack, that should hit, and 9 piercing on that one. So 24 total.
All right.
Then with my bonus action, I'm gonna have my Steel Defender make an attack.
That will unfortunately not hit.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Let's see. It's initiative count 20, so the boat would go again. Jeff wouldn't have any healing spells left. He would have pumped those all into Fosragul, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
As Mav would have. So from the boat, Wrinkle will heal Brute for 8 points of healing. And then it is Othig's turn.
So I'll climb up and over the wall here. did you go? Oh, there you are. Oh.
Inside of there, you now see a massive broken chain.
Okay. Well, no, I can still do that. So I'm going to give. Did we just push this thing into heavy, or has it been like that for a
No,
while?
it's been in heavy for a bit.
I
think El Buscador pushed it into heavy from his attack inside.
Okay, I'm going to use Pincer.
Okay. So you give advantage to everybody
El Buscador. No.
around it? El Buscador and Brute.
Yeah. No, just El Buscador.
Okay.
I can only give it to one person. It'd be awesome if I could give it to everyone.
I never remember how that thing works. It's so long.
I mean, if you want to change it, I'm not opposed.
I don't. Go ahead and make your attacks, my friend.
Totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. All right, 3 attacks coming up. Possibly 4. Nope, just 3. Rerolled to a 4.
That's it, buddy.
Yep.
You got it.
Oh,
nice.
there it is.
So as you begin to cleave to its back, it collapses to the ground in a steaming hot pile of flesh, although the immediate heat rating from it does almost instantly subside. And that takes us out of combat. So you guys look around the battlefield of slain frost giants, a remoraz, a giant squid creature, wrecked ships, ballistas, and a frozen boat. What would you like to do?
Take a long, long nap.
Start cutting this thing's head off. We need a trophy.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I just said that.
Yeah.
No, you would recognize them, I think.
I think everybody recognizes us.
You think that.
That's what I said. That is exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not even from this dimension.
Your coat change color?
You're blue now?
That seems to be a normal thing for Tabaxi.
I have several bald spots.
Wow, let us tell ya.
Speaking of all this, I know he was probably too much for combat, but Hal's around here somewhere.
Yes, Hal is around somewhere. He would have also been on the boat. I thought about involving him, but I've not.
It's
So
already too
he
much.
would immediately, being a warlock of the sea, go straight to Muse and ask her if she's the one he's supposed to find. If Turson sent her. He'd use.
Is your name Halzin?
Like, are you the gatekeeper?
Halkior. Are you Halkior?
You would. He's an older, salty, crusty, sailory looking dude. He's kind of got on semi-pirate garb. He'd sweep off his tricorn hat and introduce himself, and let you know that he is a warlock of your friend, that she is his patron.
Oh, and you had some kind of special weapon for us? Also, it's good to meet you. Hi.
He would return the greeting and say likewise. He'd adjust his beard and put his hat back on. He's like, yeah, the big flaming spear over there. It can hurt things a lot.
What have I not noticed this flaming spear?
It's the giant harpoon. It is a giant harpoon that is being held aloft by some icy looking big beast hands, which Mav Granite back, this guy up at the top, he's wielding it right now as a weapon.
I see. Okay, well, seems that we're all good on that front then.
These are the ones yes, you all figure out right away that this is the meeting that Turson has arranged. Very fortuitous that that you met here. These are the dwarves you're looking for. These are the the adventurers you're looking for, vice versa. So to get everybody up to speed, rather than role play it all out, the granite backs were sent into the depths of the ocean to some sea elf ruins where they found a weapon known as Andoral's Bane. And Andorral was the queen of the sea elf people. She was killed by her husband, who was driven mad from its use. It does have the potential to cause an absurd amount of damage, and it needs these frost gauntlets or some other similar containment field in order to be used. After the battle, you would watch them put the spear back into a magical backpack that operates similar to a bag of holding, but it's more resilient. And then the frost gauntlets would disappear and become regular gauntlets. Um, they would also tell you that they leveled an entire building area with it through one spell that's inside of the spear. And Mav would also tell you that there's a more powerful one in there that they don't know what it does.
Hey!
So that's kind of getting you up to speed, back and forth. These guys would tell you that they've been sent to collect that spear so they could go kill Dagon, and they'd want to know if you want to be involved in that. No, there's a more powerful spell.
Inside the weapon, right?
Yes, when Mav cast Meteor Swarm out of it, he could have cast a more powerful spell and chose not to because he doesn't know what it does. Oh, no.
Well, we didn't miss anything because
Yeah.
we weren't privy to that.
So that's all the catching up that would happen right at the beginning of the fight. So you guys can determine what to do next. The Granite Backs can be invited to go along to kill Dagon, or you guys could part ways here and head back to base. That would be completely up to the Granite Backs.
I would like to go check out that weird transforming weapon thing that one giant had.
Okay.
Let's see if it was like the weapon or if it was the giant was doing stuff.
So as you approach this weapon, you begin to feel like you're going to take damage from the cold. It exudes an enormous amount of cold that perhaps the frost giant was honestly in some form being fueled by it.
Can
Interesting.
Mav pick it up with the gauntlets?
Mav could pick it up with the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Could I pick it up with cold resistance?
You would still take some damage even with cold resistance.
And I guess we should probably at least look around and see if there's any other loot to be found.
Well, I want to talk to this tentacle thing, see what's going on there.
So
Just
as
kinda
you
hanging
think
out.
as you think that, in everybody's minds, you hear a voice, and it introduces itself as Fazergul. I am Fazergul. Thank you for helping my friends kill these people that were going to peel me and devour my
Hey,
flesh.
dear. What you doing?
I was like,
You do
what?
me up?
I thought he was talking to us.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Fazergul.
Like all of a sudden turns into like, that's not your cat, dude. You don't get to talk to Vaz like that.
Is the name Fazergul? Does that ring any bells?
No, none at all.
Huh. Okay.
Hey, Mike, I have a question. The Hal didn't how much what did Hal tell us in the first place that he wanted?
That you guys needed to retrieve this weapon to turn over to this another group that was going to go kill Dagon.
And he got that information from Tierson.
Yep,
From
he got that
Turson.
directly from Turson.
So knowing that and being allies with Turson, I think I would be okay enough to let them know that Fazergul is our
Friend.
Spaceship friend.
clan brother. Yeah.
Fazul noticeably like blushes in the water. His skin changes color. Um, they would communicate to you that Faz is an illithid space astral sea ship. It's sentient. It's an actual
Oh.
creature that people can travel and live inside, even, and that the Granitebacks befriended them on a jaunt to the astral sea.
So we have seen him. Well, Doc hasn't. We saw them flying on our way down to meet the Pirate King.
You indeed did. As it cruised over your head, they were going
Oh, really?
someplace. You saw this thing flying through the sky.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it has lasers. It can eat things. It can grapple things.
Uh, well, we are the four of us at the very least. I don't know how Hal and Herman the Merman are doing.
Oh yeah. A crayfish folk comes scuttling up onto the shoreline as well. He introduces himself as Herman. He's all gadgeted out. He is an artificer as well. So Muse, he would immediately recognize some of your gear and start to talk to you about all your cool stuff.
I don't know how they're doing health wise, but the four of us at the very least, and including Fazragul, we could probably use a long.
We even needed one for a while.
I'm
rest,
looking
yeah.
at about a 95 out of 104.
Okay.
As far as I'm gonna speak for Mav on this, and Buscador, I feel like you might have some insight into how Jeff might think. um, but my motive on this is that Turson asked us to help, and so here we are. So I don't. Yeah.
Hal at that point would turn around and say that he understands your commitment to him. He really appreciates it, but he knows you're busy. You could use your help, and you probably want to get a piece of Dagon yourself for sending you to the hells.
Mhm.
But
that's a score that needs to be settled.
The other
But-
side of this is mechanically speaking.
yeah,
Giving this weapon to somebody else is a problem.
it is a problem. The
It
way
is,
the
but-
attunement process works.
We at least have a heads up on what we did to make
Yep.
it work. So
Okay.
I'm
so
also
he-
not super keen on just handing out world-ending weapons.
remote tactical nukes, really? You're not okay
Yeah.
with that?
This isn't a
So you guys-
remote tactical nuke. This is.
I think that's exactly what it is.
They do know, and the Granitebacks do know that this thing was used once to destroy a planet.
Yeah.
So how that happened, the mechanics of how that happened, they don't know. They just know it happened. So you guys move the entire conversation inside. The Granitebacks have agreed to go with. Hal makes it clear that they're under no obligation out of duty or friendship or love or fellowship to do so, but they were like, whatever, we're going to go kill this thing. So that's cool. So you all head inside, and in the inside of this keep is basically a large one-room longhouse built out of sea creature bones and covered in ice and skins. There is a throne on a mountain of gold where the Yarl sat. Each group can have 30,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
That barely buys any soul fluid.
Yeah, why did we get rid of like 500,000 gold in soul fluid? I don't know. Yeah, we blew things up very well. We did. We just sent we cast fly on Valker. Oh, that was the torpedo, wasn't it?
Yeah. And don't forget you detonated the space whale too, which was one of the oldest living creatures in the universe, and you murdered it.
We
Yeah.
we did stick. I think he put like 30 barrels of it just between its molars, just lit it and left.
That was great.
It didn't have a head.
I was just gonna say the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was
there's
actually,
plenty of people in this group that can cast Identify, so Muse
can
could
do
as
it.
well. Since this is a Brands episode, I would prefer that Muse actually do it.
Yeah, go for it. I will assist you in any way, shape, or form.
You can absolutely lend the aid, the help action. So Muse, you can make an identification check at advantage.
Okay,
So that's
well, I'm
Arcana.
gonna cast guidance on myself, and then also give myself +5, and then also. I realized that thing like that I have stacks with guidance, so it's
Yes,
like
it does.
kind of insane.
And Jeffrey would definitely inspire you as well. So the bard with the
Oh,
granite
boy.
backs, he's plainly a halfling, but he has a belt on that makes him look like a dwarf. So he's either a midget dwarf or a halfling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike, is this before a long rest?
This would be during the long rest. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to you all.
And then
You can
like
you
I
can
said,
have an extra D4 from a war gong then if it's after the fact.
I
So
mean,
you'll get another D4 to add to that.
that's a lot. I don't know where to find actions. Okay.
It would be your skills. You would use your artificer's tools to do this.
Do I?
Yep.
Okay.
Not just straight arcana. I would allow you to use your artificer's tools because I think that's the thing that artificers should be really good at.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an 18, and then plus what?
You do have
2?
advantage because
Oh.
Thanak is helping you.
Yeah.
Cool. I just rolled a regular d20 on accident.
That's
I
fine.
can
So a
re-roll it.
10. It's fine.
Oh,
A
so
10
it's
plus
10
13.
It's 10
23
plus 23.
5 plus a D4
2d4 plus a
2d3
d10.
plus a D10.
2d4. Ooh. Plus 5 plus a d10 I also get?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 14 plus 23, 37.
37 plus 10
That
for
was
casting
5.
the identify spell.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
47.
47.
52 because plus
52.
the 5.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I think I added the 5.
Oh,
Or
okay.
did I not?
I don't think you did.
I
you
thought
did.
I did.
Yeah, the 5 made it into the 37, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it is 47. So this thing, it hurts you to get too close to it. So you stack up on some cold damage and things like that. But during the long rest, that'll get resolved. You identify this thing as it is an artifact level weapon known as, where'd that sucker go? The Icebringer. It is transformational. It is always this size. It is an artifact of the Frost Giants. It is one of their greatest weapons that they ever forged. It can transform between an ice axe and a longbow that shoots blasts of ice. It can cast a number of spells every day. It has 10 charges. It can cast everything from Sleet Storm to Investiture of Ice, and then if you blow all of the charges, it casts something called the Frost of Ages. But that, because you did not break the threshold for identification on that, much like the spear, the flaming spear that Mav has, you do not know what that does.
Gotcha.
You saw the label, but that's it.
Was there anything else of note on the other bodies that we had?
The Yarl himself was wielding a wood. It's basically a great axe that you'd have to have magically resized, but it is a +2 great axe.
Nice.
Cool.
Good.
But it is far too large for any of you to wield. Other than that, these guys were just
Other
typical.
than Othig and Thanak, that's like normal weapons for us.
Yeah. Well, you guys have
giant, oversized
belts of
weapons.
giant strength. So You have this magical bow. You have this flaming harpoon. What do you want to do? Long rest is in. You got your treasure.
Long rest. Yeah, what?
Muse.
Yeah.
Over the little period of long rest after identifying the Icebringer, I'm just gonna say because of how high your roll was, you still don't know what the Frost of Ages does, but you do think you could fashion, given a day or so, you could fashion this longbow into one of the ice giant's ballistas and fire the flaming harpoon out of it. The two aura, and you stumble onto this idea because the two auras cancel each other out.
Oh, really? So you can actually be near both of them and
Yes.
everything when they're next to each other?
Yep. Because of the partnership that you guys, there's no tension in giving this weapon over. And Mav has not been attuned to it long enough to where he would forcibly resist this. Yeah, if somebody were to attune to the bow, and because it does require attunement, then it would be able to be fired and worked in tandem. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awful and great.
You could, because you have
That actually
you
sounds
have a
genius
ballista
because
on the front of the ship. It
would
would
we have
not
told
be
them
hard.
that it?
That what?
Sorry, would we have told them that basically the history behind it, that it tries to drive someone mad, or like the lore behind?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you would,
So
but you
that's actually a really genius idea because then there would be no direct like person linked to it.
well, there still would be, because even as a missile weapon, you'd still have to be attuned to it to activate the spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
would the
you
effect be
could just
lessened
fire
though in that
them.
implementation of it though?
It would be lessened for sure.
Yeah.
You were saying something, Cole?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, so okay, so the bow specifically, when attuned to, will try to drive people mad. That's
No,
history.
the spear does.
The
Spear.
spear.
The harpoon
Oh,
does. Yep.
oh, I see.
The bow doesn't. The bow doesn't seem to have any terrible side effects to it, other than the cold damage, which attuning to it doesn't seem to make that go away when you're next to it. So you could attune to it and leave it someplace, but it would still do damage to you when you're operating it.
Well, who's the best for dealing with that?
Whoever's got cold resistance.
Ice Gauntlet.
Mav currently won't take damage from it because he has the gauntlets.
Well, is Mav coming with us?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, we're coming with you.
So, couldn't we put Mav on big bow duty?
You could.
And then I'll be backup in case something we need to move Mav off, or yeah. Then that's probably a better move. But wait, we still need to aim it, right? So what's Brute's dexterity? Okay, good. Well then I'm the third backup.
You have the city of Deep Light, which is the Mer capital, has about a little less than 2 weeks left. Well, well, You know, they were supposed to meet Tursin north of Al Alihim in the ocean, not at Deep Light. She is far away from the capital. Correct, because yeah, she has reasons that you guys don't know yet.
The city is incredibly secretive. I don't believe that they even set up the magic simply because of back doors letting people through. Not to mention, I can't remember. Is there some kind of barrier stopping people from entering that Tursin will let us through?
There is a barrier covering your city, and that's what's currently being attacked by Dagon's forces.
Yeah. So it would be very hard. What I would suggest is this ship, like the what's his face?
Fazergul.
Their face, Fazergul. I would suggest potentially having Fazergul and our ship sort of like,
Mate?
Mating? What are you doing with your fingers there?
Not necessarily dismantling, but
we're actually talking about shipping the ships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shipping. I'm saying that I think the biological components of Fazagul might be able to integrate with the technological components to create one sort of really cool super ship.
About.
So I think this is a cool idea. I definitely think for the next upcoming pieces here, we can 100% combine your forces combined. Fazergul would say that offensively, he thinks if he integrated himself and absorbed some of the Baroness, like he would have to use less power to fly. So he could put more power into his weapons and grant the Baroness the ability to go underwater.
Oh, that would help. I thought it had that ability.
It does not. It can only fly.
Oh, well then, yeah. Then I think that that's probably a good move.
I think
Except way scarier. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I found it.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
So what you see it do more than that is you see out a little deeper in the water. It will not be able to float in shallow water anymore because Fazagul has attached itself. He has abandoned his shell.
Oh.
And you see as he comes out of the shell, like the back of his body is extraordinarily malleable, almost ooze like. So he covers the back half of the ship and then kind of oozes into the boards, kind of turning the ship into his shell.
While
So
he's
what you
doing
now
this,
have,
while he's doing this, I'll just ask him if he needs some privacy.
he
Yeah.
and he just
No.
says something really clever about two becoming one,
Yeah.
but he does. The two shall become one, and basically what he does is he squeezes his body inside of the Baroness, and so now the Baroness, as a normal looking ship, has all these tentacles coming out of it in the front. Temporarily?
No,
I would say no.
No. What happened is you just forfeited your fortress to the Granavax.
No. This is a temporary alliance.
Oh, all right.
Because
Tony
there's
is
a lot.
so conflicted. He's like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I've already given you a flying ship. Don't get greedy.
Actually, I just thought about this because I almost forgot. While they're like over kind of doing their own thing, especially now since I know that like El Buscador and actually like everyone with me at least didn't want to be anywhere near me when I summoned this thing.
What are you summoning?
the thing that I got last session from the helmet.
I don't. Oh, the
And
Scryer. I forgot all
I
about that.
yeah, and I think it would be important, like while they're off, like doing their own thing. I want to summon that to have on record that like these possibly important and or maybe mythical giants have been slain. They're no longer part of
Okay.
it.
So yeah, you take a moment off to the side and you summon your viewer, and a small tentacled creature appears alongside of you. And you haven't done this yet, so you don't really know how this works. It appears in front of you, and you go to talk to it, and
About
instead
to
of
make
talking
out.
to you, it just shoves its tentacle straight into your face.
Oh,
Yeah,
these
And it
guys.
kind of goes over your mouth like a breathing
Oh.
apparatus, and you begin to psychically communicate with it all the things that just happened. The Scryer is really impressed with the knowledge that you've given it, and it will send you a boon shortly for a job well done.
Lovely.
After you're done, you come out of your trance with the Scryer, and there is an eyeball in front of you. It is a piece of Fosragul, and it asks you never to summon that thing again while he's around.
Oh, you don't like it either. Well, I'm so sorry. I didn't think to like ask you. Well, I apologize for that.
The eyeball smiles and says that it's
How?
sure it is certain you didn't know, because if you did know and did it, it would just consume you.
Ah, well, I will 100% make sure not to next time. See, I was just waiting for everyone else to leave, but I will remember that. I do apologize again. So sorry
Okay.
about
The eyeball scooches back into the floor.
that. That's
Talk
also a
about
really cool
smiling
trick.
with your eyes.
That was a super cool. Just popped out of the floor like, wow, that was cool. All right. I
You
was
got a
wondered,
feeling like he's kind of everywhere right now. And he would also communicate to everybody that he doesn't like your gasoline. Like,
My
he's not a
gasoline.
fan of soul fluid. Like,
Oh.
he would let you know that it really unnerves him hearing the screaming thousand voices of tormented people when he integrates himself with your engine. No, the sound bothers him. It's Fosragul is an illithid sentient ship, so he's not unaccustomed to pained screams.
Pain, yeah.
What he's unaccustomed to is them being constant.
Yeah, they just don't stop.
Is there a vegan soul fluid alternative?
There is no alternative to soul fluid currently.
Yeah, it's called it.
Actually, really, there isn't really much else and much more soul fluid in general anyway.
There are a few magical items in things out there that could probably be replaced, that could probably replace soul fluid,
Corn
but they'd
syrup.
be they'd be very, very rare.
Thank you,
Oh,
Shell.
I know one.
Yes, you probably do know one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Teen Girl Squad has come in contact with one for sure.
Sorry, ExxonMobil. Thank you,
Yeah.
ExxonMobil.
Actually, two different types of them, but yeah, for sure. Muse, why do you have 73 wounds? You're not dead.
What? Oh, those. Oh, I thought that was just saying HP.
Nope, your HP is static. Wounds is how much damage you've taken. So when you put
But that's
73
my
in there,
max.
you're dead.
How
Yep.
do I even remove? How do I remove HP? I don't understand.
On your main page, you can change the wounded box will be how much damage you've taken.
Oh,
so
I
you-
don't. I
so-
don't
Yep.
put in
Your
the
max
number.
doesn't change.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
You accumulate wounds. You don't go down in HP.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. Didn't know that.
So, you guys have had your powwow. You fixed your ship. I'm going to say that probably takes 3 days of time. So,
Okay.
but you know your ship will be fast because Fosragul is extraordinarily fast. He's much faster than the Baroness. Because he doesn't have to rely on wind and currents and things like that. He can cut straight across.
Do you say
things.
that he just would use less energy and travel now? He's not any faster. He just would use less energy.
He would use
He's-
less energy so he could put more into the weapons
Yeah. Okay.
or
One-
defenses, whichever you'd prefer. But he's always thought being a lightly defended ship, that offense is how you win because it's your only chance. Offense
I
or
mean,
speed.
seems to fit in with the mantra of the Granite Backs. So
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, with the two of us having 200 hit points, like massive plate mail armor. Yeah, we're not concerned about armor over here.
Right on. So, you guys head off, and you head for the spot that Turson has told you to head for. Oop, lost coal and regained coal. Is there anything you guys else would want to do at the fortress or along the way?
With the bow and the staff, right? Fazergul?
Baron Ghoul?
It's Baron
Is-
Fazergul.
is there anything that are there any materials on board this ship or that they have amongst themselves that Othig could use to basically smith some better weapons for them or improve some of their weapons? Or between
Yeah.
Thanak and I to
His stuff's not really expensive.
They have. You're pretty shocked at the amount of awesome technology and stuff they have on this boat. There is a gnome walking around here in a mechano suit. He's basically in a mech suit. Him and Muse are the chief engineers of the ship.
I'm gonna say a Mexican suit.
He's got on a poncho and a sombrero. It's super ugly, stereotypical, and he should not be in any game ever.
My name's Stickin. I've got a mech suit.
No, he's got on a mech suit. So if you wanted to attempt to improve their weapons, you guys could definitely do so. If you guys want to make crafting rolls.
Yeah, I absolutely do.
What I would actually like to do is spend some time with oh my gosh, Cole, are you Muse? Is that who you
Yes,
are?
Cole is Muse.
Yeah.
With Muse and help Muse. Thanik was impressed with the identify role that you did, and I would totally spend some time giving you pointers and tips.
On
Cool.
identify.
Yeah.
Sure.
On Arcana, enchanting, whatever you want.
Sure.
You can
I'm
do that
always
on
looking for
Thursday,
new
Jeff.
bits of information.
We can get.
I was also gonna see. I'd be interested in helping them create some just basic healing potions if they need some.
Oh, did I start with any healing potions, by the way?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
you would have two.
we totally need
two
healing
standard
potions.
for
Good.
sure.
Yeah, I have
Two standard. Good,
one
good.
left.
I have 0 left because we blew them all before that.
Yeah, I can help them
boat
make
fight.
some healing potions, and I also wanted to know if they had anything that they might be willing to trade or sell.
Othig would be very willing to show you his weapon collection. However, he's unwilling to part with any of it.
He
for
doesn't want
any
to sell
price.
it. He just wants to show you.
Yeah, he just wants to show you how impressive
Yeah.
his weapon collection is, and you quickly realize he's got over a dozen weapons that he's always carrying with him.
And there's more. He opens up the bag that carries the flaming harpoon, and it's full. It's just like full.
I
Well,
actually
tells
have
you
some.
There's going to be a spell named after him someday.
Yeah. I have some items that I wouldn't mind that I'm not using that I wouldn't mind selling or trading or whatever.
No, Jeff, you don't want to give that up.
Yeah.
Jeff likes that sword.
All Tony does is give Adam cool flaming swords.
No, I actually don't want that one.
Every time.
So I have a Gem of Seeing, which is 3 times a day. You get True Sight. For 10 minutes. Mav has that built into who he is. So I don't need this anymore. I also have some awesome, super duper, super sweet glasses that I just don't have the attunement slots for.
What are those two?
They give you +1 to all intelligence checks. Yeah. They're not sunglasses. They're not sunglasses. They are
Yeah, no,
super
I remember these.
nerdy. They're super nerdy sunglasses
Yeah, I've
or glasses. I mean.
Oh,
Oh no, no.
Yeah, the
Um,
duster is
I've
just
been-
Yeah, it's the
Annoying.
glasses of.
Off the target.
Duster
Dude.
of the Eastwoods.
That sounds freaking awesome. Wearing a duster.
they're blunderbusses, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because the only thing it's been kind of useful, but then I didn't know if you guys had any use for. I have a, I've gotten some use out of it. I just have it's a +1 weapon, but it can be any +1 weapon, and once a day you can attempt to put something to sleep with it as well. It just transforms into any weapon.
That's nice.
How
So if you guys
do
want to trade any of
items-
those items, feel free. I'm going to say that everybody can get an extra regular standard healing potion for everybody over the time. If you want to spend more time and take longer to get to Turson, we can add to that.
The 2d4.
Yep. Cole, thanks to you and Thanok both sharing secrets on identification and Thanok learning. Thanok's a pretty solid tinker himself, although he drifted away from that as a trade and embraced more of a magical bend. But you guys would be able to trade identification helps, and you will have a +2 ongoing
for identify specifically?
for identify specifically.
Cool.
Did you say
Yep.
both of us or just him?
Both of you.
Oh,
that's
nice.
awesome.
You would
Sharing
learn a
knowledge.
lot from Muse's different approach to
Excellent.
skills.
That was totally not the attempt on that. That was
No,
just,
I thought
that
it's
just,
a cool idea.
Yeah,
And that's the
okay,
type
cool.
of thing that I think is neat when crossover stuff happens.
Did we find any
Yeah.
icy cats while we were there?
You didn't find any icy cats, but I totally forgot to mention that you found 3 more cats on near the we're at the crash site.
Okay. I have 7 cats now.
No, you only got 5 cats. You don't know where the 2 that were on the boat
That's
were. They
really
disappeared
bad.
sometime shortly after Baroness Regal formed.
All right.
It's definitely
Or
the first one.
the very hungry looking pack of orcs who was super impressed with the frost giant fight that I forgot to send into the battle. They stood back to watch you guys actually fight, and they were like flipping out. They were like, they were seriously like, we linked a Tuscan Raider gift before, but they had their axes over their head. They were on the boat cheering and stomping, and yeah, it was solid. They're really impressed with you guys now.
How's the Rock doing on the trip?
The Rock's been fine. She's a little cold. She's still small. Not flight capable yet, but soon. Herman would be around. Herman would be monkeying with the ship as he is allowed, trying to learn some stuff. Okay. Awesome. Then we will fast forward. Also, because Othig wanted to monkey with the onboard weapons, I'm going to add a D6 to your guys' ballista damage.
Nice.
Cool.
On the Baroness as well.
No, I eat pies. I don't make pies.
So I'm going to hop us back to the
Like, was that just for the roll that I made? Was that just for the ship, or was that help them as players as well too for any of their
that will just help them on the ship. Their weaponry is decent.
Okay.
It's definitely beyond your skill to make a lot better. But you're super able to help with the weaponry on the ship.
Well, in that case, he wants to inspect their weapons.
Quality. They got good stuff. Brutes is some of the most some of the highest quality workmanship you've ever seen. It's a hammer of thunderbolts. It's a legendary dwarven weapon. You would be enamored by this thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Like to the point where I know Othig is a very lawful person who would never do this, but the thought of stealing it actually goes through your head. Like your thought is, I would never take that from her, but I'm thinking about taking it from Brute. But if Brute dies, I'm taking that hammer.
Hmm.
That's the type of you're trying to figure out ways in your quarters on how to like get this hammer
loopholes.
politely.
I have
Right.
a
All right.
pl-
Right on.
I have a +1 stick.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
but their gear is good. The weakest gear weapon wise in the group would be Doc's, but Doc is more of the weapon than his gear.
Yep.
Your
Mine-
weapons are on fire and on frost though. So yeah.
Mine's
So you guys
+1, and I get a +1 bonus to performance checks. So,
Muses is also pretty interesting as well. It's a viola that transforms into a crossbow that fires way harder than a
Whoa.
crossbow its size should.
Wasn't it?
Nice.
Isn't it a firearm?
It is a firearm now. I
Yeah,
totally
it's not
forgot that.
It's not a crossbow.
It's not a
I think it
crossbow
might have
anymore.
started as a crossbow. I don't
It did
remember.
start as a crossbow. Yep.
and Vaker's got
But
his salamis.
It unfolds.
Yep. And there are actual firearms on this ship, which you guys have seen. You know, Cornwall has his share of firearms, but they're still not very common. So for another group to have them is kind of surprising to you. So
Like
you
our
realize
first thought is like, wait, did he just steal these from Cornelius?
from Cornwall?
Cornwall?
No,
And
you
I-
guys.
Yeah, that thing.
The first thing I thought of.
Oh, they totally would be. They'd like might. They would actually even have his company's seal on them.
Yes!
There's one that's on his shoulder. Yeah, that's
Oh.
really funny. Everything is everybody's fault all the time. So you guys sail your new ship off to where you're supposed to meet Turson. And immediately within a few miles of Turson, both Hal and Muse begin to pick up her psychic connection. Fazergul would not, because it's not aimed at him. Yep.
Mike, real quick, I was looking at at the magic item infusions because I want to switch off the boots that can fly because I feel like it's not really going to help me too much underwater.
Probably.
And I'm just not sure how this whole thing works. Or
you get up to 4 infusions.
Yeah.
So you can turn the magic off on any of them during a long rest and put a new one on. So any item in the magic items list that you get, you can rarely infuse a common item with that magic item's property. Or you can use one of the other infusions that are in the list. So there's a ton of stuff you can do.
Yeah, I just don't. Do I have access to that in here?
It is in your abilities page, I believe.
Okay.
Let me double check for you. Yeah, it's infuse item. It's like a third of the way down your features list. And then you just keep scrolling down.
Okay, I see.
It's all in there. There's a ton in there.
Okay. That's all I wanted to ask about.
Okay. All right. So as the ship approaches from the sky, you see a huge shape coming up from the water below, and Turson breaks the surface. There are a number of people on her back. Most of you don't recognize them at all. Muse would recognize them as her father's most elite troops. And they are led by General Indra, who this was the person who spent a lot of time trying to train you in swordplay and trident work, and you just never really excelled at that and went your own direction. But you know her really well. She was always good to you, but she's one of the meanest, toughest people in your kingdom.
Cool. Where are they exactly?
They are riding on Turson's back.
Okay.
There's 20. There are 20 of your people down below riding on Turson and Turson herself.
I'm waving.
They wave back as they see you, and then they all realize who's actually waving at them, and they all immediately bow.
And then I'll just roll my eyes, I guess.
So Foz lands next to the Kraken, and Turson is a little uncomfortable with Fozergul, and Fozergul is a little uncomfortable with Turson. They're both ancient, Titanic style creatures that
Turson's
don't.
not ancient.
Turson, yeah, well, according to mortals, but the breed is ancient. These two things don't normally, yeah,
You
don't
two
normally
get
interact.
no fighting.
Yep.
I spent a lot of time on the ship, and Turson, if you crush it, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
She says
Haven't-
she would
haven't-
never do anything. She's never broken anything of yours on purpose.
That's not true. Well, okay, on purpose, sure.
That was super funny. Marin rubbing Kit's chin. To what? Yep. So General Indra asks for permission to come on board the ship.
Who's the captain?
One of
Fozergul's
Crystal's
the
characters that kind of got NPC'd on her.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, Captain
Yeah.
Fozergul.
So generally speaking, you guys would grant the general permission to come on ship. So she comes on board. She leaves her troops behind. Fozergul can communicate telepathically with you. And the general asks if there's a room where you could all head to hold a war council.
Below deck, I guess.
You would have a common space around your guys' cabins that are kind of built around a hub room, and it would qualify. So you head below deck. Everybody gathers up, and the general wants to know if you secured the weapon, and then wants to know what it is because she doesn't know.
Story time.
Yeah.
I think it's best that as little information about this weapon gets out is the best for all life on on the plains.
She kind of looks at you, and you hear Turson chime in and says, "That's probably true, but how does it work? What do we need to do with it?"
We need
I mean,
him, and I'll point to to Mav.
Yeah, I mean I suppose like Mav would probably explain it. Like it works functionally like you're holding a weapon, an enchanted weapon that has charges on it. The
Okay. I think
difference is that
what the
it's
general and Turson are fishing for is it a sword? Is it a
it's a harpoon.
it's a
Yeah, we would tell
okay.
him it's a harpoon.
Yeah. That's because they're trying to formulate a battle plan. They're like,
Oh, okay, all right.
so it's not something that we just swim up to Dagon and hit him with.
We can and probably yeah, the the biggest problem is that this will cause a lot of collateral damage.
Okay, so the general nods. So whoever she just flat out asks. She says, "So this is a suicide attack then?"
If we can get Dagon separated from any friendlies or any friendly structures, that's when
That would be ideal.
that would be ideal.
Okay. The general says that probably isn't going to be a problem because we will not be attacking Dagon near the city. Dagon is not near the city yet. He is still in his lair, which is not terribly far from here.
Yeah.
Turson says correct because they believe that most of the creatures in the sea that are currently attacking the city of Deep Lights are being controlled by him. And so if you kill him, Oh yeah, there are whales slamming themselves against the protective barrier of the city. There
He's
are sentient creatures as well, but the city could handle them. It is the mass amount of creatures that are going to turn on him the minute that shield comes down.
Does Mav know what the range of those abilities are?
Mav is certain he could activate the abilities from any distance within
Okay.
reason. If he can see the
Within
harpoon,
reason.
he could activate it.
So what we joked about before is actually kind of accurate. It could kind of be like a bunker buster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So depending on what they know about the layout of where Dagon is hiding, and specifically like where he is within it.
No, that's not the same place.
No.
Nope.
No.
It's not far from where you are, but that's not where you're going. You're going to a place that the merfolk refer to as the well.
Yeah. So what do they know about the area surrounding that?
On my updated world map, this one is not fully updated yet. I don't know why the updated one isn't in here. Just reasons, data transfer reasons. This is actually a crater. You can see a spread of islands all across in this area that form a crater that looks like a volcanic blast happened there.
Where are you?
Like northeast east
Point.
of Al Halim.
Oh,
Yep,
sure.
right there.
Okay.
So there is a crater right there, and it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and to the point where the merfolk would call it the dark waters, where there's no surface light at all.
South of that.
Just south of it.
Way south of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, you were south
No.
of it.
No.
No. So, General Indara would tell you that Dagon's lair is in the well. He is currently residing in the well. It will be guarded. You should expect somewhat fierce resistance. And they don't know if Dagon will surface or not. And she's like, that's the wild card. He might send all of his forces to deal with us and try to whittle us down and then come out, or he might just come out. She just doesn't know. They've never engaged this creature before. They don't know a whole lot about Dagon other than is a powerful ocean entity that commands some sentient and a lot of non-sentient sea creatures.
I mean, as far as like an approach goes, do we know that we could reliably use, the spear, the javelin as harpoon as a bunker buster to lighten the, basically like in trying to get to him or flush him out and then be able to use it again, or is
The
that
biggest problem
You don't know.
okay?
Yeah, the biggest problem is that the limited charges, I'll say.
Yeah, that's what that's what I was asking about.
Yeah, we don't want to like it would be nice to collapse his lair, but if that
Right.
that might not
So-
hurt him nearly as much as being a direct hit
Well,
from the spear would.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like I wouldn't want to just leave it at that, but I guess my backup plan was if we can't do that, or if we're not going to do that reliably, then let's just go in and make sure that we face off with him.
Yeah.
You would know that he's a member of the Pentad, so he is on the same power level or maybe higher as Orcus and the Dragon Cult and the Many-Faced Lord, all of those people. So rulers of hells, like power level. You wouldn't know much about that from him. A lot of his behavior is very foreign and alien, being an elder being. Um, other than the fact that he controls the earth. The brands particularly would be out of the loop on some of this because you've been isolated from a lot of world news. Been the source of a lot of it, but you've been isolated from it. The granite backs wouldn't know much more. They would know that he employs Illithid, a version of Illithid as spellcasters, because you encountered those guys when he flushed you to hell. And that he is animated through a tandem power with him and Orcus, the corpses of dragon turtles, to attack as well.
Yeah.
So that's about all of the information you guys would be able to muster up. He did seem like an arrogant, prideful jerk, though, when he flushed you.
Yeah. Huh.
This is correct. He did do that. You you also know that the Stormlord was considered by the others to be the weakest of the group. No, he considered himself mighty, but the others, because you talked or Brute talked to them, um, and and they communicated that they considered him more of a pawn intellectually, but he had the command of the giants, which made him a very powerful force. But they did not consider him an equal. So Dagon, you have no real insight on what may or may not lure him out. You could try a lot of different things, but you don't know what would succeed and what wouldn't. You got no slam dunks here.
Um, he might he might still want to try to kill us. Like he tried to kill us and he was flat out denied even succeeding in beating us. He was flat out denied victory.
So are you offering bait? Yeah. The granite
Yeah.
backs is bait.
I mean, I don't mind going out there with a mega horn and calling him out.
Or Wargong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure does. It's not like half of hell isn't looking for us right now anyway.
Yeah.
Or maybe other planes of existence.
All
I
right.
don't even know anymore.
Um Fosrgul would suggest he could psychically shield the ship from detection from most creatures. If we wanted to send, in general, Indra would recommend that you send Turson and the granite backs to draw the attention of Dagon, while Fosrgul sneaks up from behind and lights him up. Unfortunately, the door is a fixed point in space. Right, but you'd have to get to where you wanted to puke him out. Then cast it. Got it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
General Indra would volunteer her troops for that to go into a door as you guys make the call. If she would look to Muse for permission for that. She would say that your father sent them here to protect her, but defeating Dagon is really more of her priority. So
Mike, do you remember when Nate would talk about throwing up hot dogs?
yes, I do.
That's what I'm picturing.
So
Well, I don't need protection as long as I have this group with me. So your forces are best spent. Aw. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, your forces are best spent wherever they need to be spent to take out Dagon.
okay. She'll nod and she will look at you very proud. And she'll say, "You did not learn the skill of weapons, but you have mastered many other talents, princess." And I
Like I got
think
a cool gun.
she says,
Moment over.
she smiles and shakes her head just a little bit. And I think at that point in time, then we will load up the troops and the granite backs onto Turson and send them off. And then I will resolve that side of their adventure on next Thursday. So, gentlemen, I appreciate you joining us for the day.
Yeah.
For this
Happy to
far
be a
for the
part of
day,
it.
this group has possibly more to do, but the episode for the brands isn't over yet.
Oh.
Well, let me throw this out there. We can be done for the day, but I have nothing else on the schedule. I do have an encounter for a confrontation with Dagon planned, but the rest of today would probably just be that. We can pick up.
I have work in an hour and 15 minutes. I'm only gonna need 10 minutes to get there. So we have time if we want to go for a little bit yet. It's not that far and everything's.
I think if that's the case, I would rather pick this up again.
Okay.
At a different moment.
Yeah.
In order to better facilitate that. Because I think we could get the combat done in an hour and 15 minutes, but I don't want to cheese it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a boss battle, right?
It is a boss battle, and it's kind of the climactic battle of the campaign. There'll be some denouement stuff and a bit of action I hope to have in Muse's City. But that's definitely the stuff I had planned for the next episode. But I think we can do the Dagon battle in the rest of that on another day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think would be wisest at this time then.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I totally forgot Kid had to bomb. So, but no, I appreciate that.
And normally I don't have to work Saturdays, but today I do.
2 characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I saw it in your face, and I was like, I love how conflicted you are right now.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like we're friendly with Titanbrook, but like the way that I see it is like the Baroness is now part of our sentient ship. Like the Baroness doesn't exist anymore.
No, Fazergold definitely he'll disconnect himself from that when this is all over.
Yeah.
I don't.
He hates
right.
it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, since the option was up, so you asked if we wanted to do any more potion stuff or anything. would you guys like? Should I work to see if I can make some more potions, or I'm also proficient in making poisons? I don't know if you need any of those.
I don't know if they're gonna work on Dagon. Ooh, haste potions would be great.
I
I
don't
would
think
have
you
to,
would have time for that.
Yeah, I would also probably. I kind of like do all my working with Sack because I'm trying to also like help him figure out like how to make his own stuff, kind of. And he would also have to have the supplies to make the things before we could try to make them.
I'm gonna say no. Healing potions are easy in concept,
standard.
where potions of haste and other things like that become more and more and more complex, like taking up to months to brew.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, Kit, make a D20 roll for me, a luck roll. Okay, it breaks pretty even. So I am gonna give everybody else another standard healing potion, but he's not gonna be able to forego anything extra, or a poison if somebody would prefer a vial of damaging poison. That's fine.
I did want to ask if anyone had ways to deal with like intelligence saving throws, because I feel like that's something we're going to be running into facing Dagon
He's got
with
the
his
cool
whole mind
hat.
flare
You
situation.
can have a +1 to your intelligence.
Okay.
Wait, say it again. What did you say? I automatically do that.
That's good. But that's only for you, right?
It's only for me.
Yeah. I was just hopeful that maybe there's some way we can increase saving throws in general, because those are the most dangerous thing in a boss fight like this.
Oh,
That would probably be a good move. But don't they help regardless? I don't remember Heroes Feast. I still probably useful. Okay.
I just realized something very unfortunate, Mike.
Hmm.
Once I hit level 10, I got purity of body. How am I supposed to test my poisons now if I'm immune to them?
I'm sorry, man. You're just gonna have to find a guinea pig. I'm sure Sack would not volunteer, but you'd probably
No,
find
he wouldn't.
great pleasure in making him. Wrinkle would be the bard.
I used to
Also-
be.
Also, Sack is a bard, so
You have bard NPCs on the Baroness.
Yeah.
What all does penny whistle is an instrument of the bards, correct?
From Oh, it eats up your concentration?
Meh.
Oh, very nice. I see.
Yeah, Richie. Actually, I was gonna say it's cursed. You can't give that up. You really want to, but you can't. Yeah, you don't know what the curse is doing to you. Gosh, that's so funny. You have several cursed items. Is that how that works? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't have your guys' note sheets in front of me, so okay. All right. Well, I think with that being the last thing in question, then.
I actually have a thing in
Oh,
question.
sure.
Did we? You had said for the granite backs, like I don't know, a week or so ago. As soon as we got out of the temple and rested, we would level.
Yes, you guys can all have your level now.
Oh.
How much?
Oh, well, we're
How
not gonna do it
much?
here though, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't
how
do it
much?
here.
Yeah.
How much time from when we rested until we start the fight? How many days was it?
It would be 4 days of travel, even no 2 days of travel on Fosrgol.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about pissing. I'm thinking about pissing
Yep,
Jeff off.
a
That's what I'm
lot.
thinking about doing. Real hard.
So much.
Real hard.
Oh,
Real hard.
oh, like,
So
what
hard.
are you gonna do?
when we fought Dagon
The quote unquote first time, which was not really Dagon.
with the avatar of Dagon,
Yeah.
what was he like? I know he's a
A chump. I think the word you're looking for is chump.
no like elder
Don't distract him. He's an elder
being.
child. Yep.
So like how much damage did he do to us that was like psychic?
Quite a bit.
So I'm really gonna piss Jeff off real hard, and I will gather
On a
the
scale
four
of
of
1
us.
to hard.
Extreme. I will gather the four of us, and how many of you are there? 5, 4, 5.
There are 4. The others there's other very important NPCs,
Effectively 4.
but 4 players.
So total of 8 players, and I will cast wish, and and we are all resistant to psychic damage.
Nice.
You can cast
Permanently.
wish?
Can now.
Nice, dude.
What level are you?
What? Like
They're
what?
they're 16, 17?
With just at
17.
17.
Okay.
Yep, just hit
Hey.
17.
Now do we?
Yeah.
So
Guess who gets 2 action surges?
I still am extremely not going to use it.
Is that a default option? That
Yeah,
resistance
it's one of the
stuff?
default options.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll
Yep.
see.
So The player's handbook does not put any time limit on that resistance, but as a DM, I am going to put a time
That's
limit on those
totally fine.
resistances.
Totally fine.
And
Permanent psychic
no,
resistance.
yeah. Well, no, because that would mean like after a few weeks of wish, you could have resistance to every type of damage.
Every
in the
That is
game.
what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so no, that's not
Which
going to happen.
and to be perfectly honest, I was like never going to use that bonus because I think it's silly. I think it's
Did you-
just silly.
Also, did you see if you can still cast it?
You don't need to for this casting of it.
for that one.
Okay.
If you cast it for one of the standard things, you don't need to roll to see if you lose it.
Yeah, it just works.
It, oh no. No, that's
No,
not.
that's
That's not
so
what
funny.
this is. That is
All right.
not what this is.
So when we play with the brands next, which I would like to play relatively soon,
Yeah.
we will maybe even before I get at the granite backs again. We play Andy's this week, and we won't
Oh, that's
play
right.
the granite back campaign for 2 weeks. So I'd at least like them to be real close together. I don't know what next week looks like for everybody with Thanksgiving rolling